This is a distress call. The town in which I live has been besieged by the creatures known as alternates. They could be anything. They could be anyone. They could even be watching this broadcast as I make it now. I don't know if I am to make it out of this building alive. But there are others out here. There are still survivors that remain. But you must be aware. They lurk around every single place. What was that? Sorry, I'm getting breaking. They already knew about this. There's already been broadcast about this exact problem. Yeah, they're in other places too. Uh-huh. Oh. What was the point last episode then? And that's the question that I have today. Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Review. As you can tell, we are covering the Alternates Episode 3, after the distress call that Aphmau made in Alternates Episode 2, to see what kind of impact that's actually going to have, and whether or not the Not Alone buddies can, frankly, make it out alive from the place that they made it into. Joining me as usual is our frequent guest, Aiden DeBest. Potentially, in a manner of speaking. And, yeah, we'll go from one distress call to another, see what's actually happening. Oh.
Okay. Took a minute. Anyways, I was gonna say, honestly, yeah, the whole alternates being a thing was should have been well known. But,
Yeah.
Besides that, I mean, I guess the only other point of this going to the radio station is pinging the location of Aphmau to everyone else. Although that also means alternates know her location, so I don't know if that makes you much safer. I think it probably makes you just as safe, honestly. if not less safe.
Yeah, I don't know, because seeing that they're in, every house and every building anyway, and we've already seen that the place was just crawling with a bunch of alternates last time because of the dolls and everything. Yeah, I'm not sure what they were planning to do here. Maybe they think that they'll have people zoom in on their location or something, but I don't know. I feel like we've seen how that kind of goes down sometimes with the army. Hey, Mr. Business, how do you do? But hey, maybe they'll have a bit more luck.
I mean, there is no army in the show, which I do find kind of weird, but also there is no government established either, so I guess that tracks.
Oh, I suppose, yeah. If we're going by servers, I guess you'd have to get the admins involved. I don't know.
I mean, Aphmau, I guess, in the survey sometimes gets admin powers, but I don't think she calls them admin powers. She's like, I've become a goddess, so... Honestly, I'm surprised there was even a cop in this show in the first episode, the cop alternate. I'm even surprised there was that, because there isn't really cops in the server either.
Well, I mean, I guess if there is a police force, there must be a government to, oversee them, so I guess there'll be something around.
Maybe there really isn't. I'd find that weird.
Maybe that's who the message is for, just for the rest of the police that happen to be there and haven't been taken over, because I feel like that's a very obvious way you could trap someone.
Yeah.
If the alternates had, the same powers as, as Pokey's hive mind, which fortunately they don't.
Yeah.
But apparently one of them knows Aphmau's name, which is not that surprising, because they call each other by their names multiple times in the series, and they can hear them.
By the way, a major issue with this show is I hate the titles. And this goes for Season 1 and Season 2, because Season 2 doesn't really much improve on the titles being vague. It's like, there's something in my house. It's like, ooh. I mean, most of these shows, it knows your name, okay? Well, what does that say about the episode? And that's what I really hate about these titles. They're so vague. They barely apply to the episodes, because you could have said it knows your name with Episode 2, and it would work just as well, and that's not a good thing.
It's been a lingering problem with Aphmau videos for about 10 years now, so I'm not too surprised.
Yeah, but at least Aphmau in Phoenix High names it after something very specific in the episode, like Phoenix High.
Yeah, but you just pointed out that it's something that's barely got to do with the episode itself, and they almost, yeah.
I mean, some are.
I suppose you can't interchange the titles, so it is slightly worse here, but overall, it's been the seeds of that problem have grown a little bit over time.
I
But
just
it's
wish
largely
the
the same.
title. I wish the title was more specific. This was on the main channel, and her titles there are not great normally, but they have
Actually, yeah, that's a very good point. Nowadays the titles are hyper specific most of the time.
Yeah, it's like I'm playing as a strawberry kitten in Minecraft.
I'm playing as Strawberry Shortcake, the actual brand character. I don't know, maybe. That could honestly work, to be honest.
Aphmau has not. I don't know. Aphmau did like mostly indie stuff or mostly indie horror stuff when she verbally says it. I mean, there has been videos where she's did like playing as a superhero in Minecraft, or she was like Spider-Gwen, or but like she didn't specify playing as Spider-Gwen in Minecraft. It was like playing as a superhero in Minecraft. Same with like playing as
you just
superhero.
Reminded me, I have to check out Aphmau's actual superhero series in Minecraft. I've been meaning to do that for a long time.
And then there's also like playing as a superhero family in Minecraft, and also like a bunch of spider people, like Aaron as Spider-Man.
Oh, I would have thought the Incredibles would make way more sense in that situation.
Nah, I don't think she's did Incredibles, because and the Incredibles doesn't have that much relevance right now.
Didn't Incredibles 2 come out like a couple years ago? I feel like it would have been made sense at that point.
It came out like in 2017, 2018, before Aphmau was a new wave of content.
Oh,
it wasn't.
It
wasn't post 2020 era, so If an Incredibles movie did come out, or something Incredibles was coming out, I wouldn't be surprised if she did something like that. Like, I'm not going to be surprised if she does like a Toy Story thing coming up, or if she does like a Wicked themed thing, like turning green in Minecraft or something. It's like playing as a. I know there are a couple of Minecraft. Who knows?
I've seen adverts for like a Thundermans movie or something, so maybe you never know. Okay. Interesting. You should mention the Green Witch actually, because one of the reasons that there's that Wicked is so blatantly not based on the book is because the Wicked Witch of the West is not green in the book.
No, she is in the Wicked
and actually,
book,
and so
she's green in the Wicked book.
Yes. Okay. The Wicked book. I meant Wicked obviously is inspired by the Wizard of Oz. In the Wizard of Oz book, she's not green.
Yes.
And the only reason that's important is because the book is in public domain. The movie, the 1939 movie, is not, and that's where they'd made her green to show off the Technicolor. Yeah. So that's one of the things. Was like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about here. I don't know.
Yeah.
So to be honest, she could actually do something about based on. Yeah, she could do something based on the Wicked Witch of the West, as long as she doesn't make herself green. That would have worked.
Well, actually,
and wouldn't have got in trouble for it.
Actually, specifically, the copyright law around making her green is you can't do the specific green from Wizard of Oz. You could do a similar shade of green, and because that's why in like Wicked, she's not the exact same shade of green as the 1930 movie, but she's a very similar shade of green. It's like a legally distinct green, to put it bluntly.
I'm not sure with that camera quality how they could tell the exact shade, but fair enough.
Yeah, basically it's like, this green looks nice and it's close enough. It works. Let's do this green instead.
I mean, that's the very definition of legally distinct, so that's fine.
But yeah, okay. Also, didn't we see this scene at the end of last episode? Because I'm pretty sure this is the animation. I'm pretty sure we saw this scene at the end of last episode. So did they pretty much either retcon the previous ending scene so they had a slightly altered animated version? Because this is the exact same
I don't know.
Scene.
This is the first frame.
It's
okay,
animated.
This is the first frame, and it doesn't look... Yeah, okay. So, again, I don't have an answer for that because it is the first frame.
Okay, let's get
it does make you wonder because they could have very easily just replayed the last scene because that's a very common practice.
They really need to hook people with animation. Apparently.
Well, yeah, but it's in general with TV shows. It's a common practice to start off with the last scene of your previous episode as the first scene of your next one. So I don't see this being a problem, even though again I haven't pressed play to see it yet. Based on your description alone, it doesn't seem to be an issue. So I guess let's press play and actually see if it's an issue or not. So without further ado, on with the review.
Please, if anyone can hear us, we're humans surviving and we're the radio station. You're not alone out there.
Okay, see, this part This part looks more animated. I was about to say, why would they bother animating a scene they already filmed? Now now it makes more sense.
Garth, now!
This is a very different scene from the ending of last episode. Everybody, last episode, the episode ended with Aaron seeing Aphmau on the broadcast going, Aphmau, walking off. This scene opens up with, keep in mind, that was at Aaron's house. This scene opens up with Aaron in his house with Garth now. Garth wasn't in the previous ending. Him killing a Melissa alternate in his house. What the continuity, okay? I'm just saying, is the last scene canon or is this scene canon? I guess this scene's more
If it makes
canon.
you feel better, he could have always... It makes you feel better. He could have always gone back into his house because he saw too many alternates outside, or he saw Garth and they took shelter together. And this happened to be another character. Maybe he saw Garth and Melissa. It turns out that Melissa was an alternate the whole time or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I just don't like how
it could technically work.
It's kind of like last episode with the unexplainedness of how that opening scene connected to the rest of the episode. Well, the last episode was
except this one, this one I can somewhat rationalize. The other one, the other one feels much more far-fetched.
Yeah, I don't know. I still think it's dumb. I really wish they'd picked a different.
I mean, by this point, it definitely seemed like they were going for a series rather than the first one, where you could say, you know, maybe they left it a little bit open-ended, but it could have ended there. With last episode, there was no way that was ever going to be the conclusion. So they knew they were going to continue in some form, and they just, I guess, might have rejigged what was happening in order to make that work. I don't know. Although I will say these two are a far more effective tag team than any of Aphmau and her allies, to be honest.
Well, her allies outside of Caitlyn haven't been fighters. Caitlyn's like been the only one who's actually equipped to fight. Everyone else has just been regular people who is literally not normally fighting anyone. By the way,
that would also apply to Garth, based on like most versions of the character.
Well, Garth's also known for being like super strong / super strength, technically in my street. So you know.
Yeah, true. But you could be super strong, but not be a fighter. That's the thing.
Yeah, but like no one else is really known in my street for being super strong. Well, in Aphmau's group at least, like Casey, Zane. Technically, if you want to count Michi, but Michi wasn't Michi, so technically, not technically.
I mean, the other person that I would say, if we're going by my street law, was Vlad, because he took fencing.
Yeah, but Vlad was in. Vlad's not in the show. You know what I'm?
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking about it. There are a lot of characters who I feel like should be in the show, but don't make an appearance in season 1 or season 2. Vlad, Lucinda don't make appearances at all in this show. I
guess that means they haven't run out of OGs to bring back should they need to if they keep dying.
I mean, I guess, but that's also weird how they end up relying purely on, I say purely, mostly on, or at least half and half on new characters or new Minecraft characters in season 2. I find that weird though. Because like,
I don't know. Again, I haven't got to there yet, but actually, the idea of including new characters or within a roster of existing old ones actually makes a whole lot of sense. You know, if you think about it, you know, how else are you going to try to see what characters stick around if you just keep having the same ones, you know, all the time? If anything, having characters that don't contradict themselves and are, you know, and actually kind of like that are born from this series means you have nothing to compare them to. So actually, they kind of have to stand out on their own merit. So it's somewhat of a risk, but it's not as much of a risk as including a whole new roster of characters when everyone's so used to seeing the older ones. Fusion actually is probably the best way forward.
I guess. I just find it weird how Lucinda and Vlad and I don't know. I'm surprised they didn't try to get Lucinda in. I mean, Lucinda's like a fan favorite character. I know she's like barely an part of my videos, but like people love Lucinda. Like, come on, you can include Ivy. I know Ivy's VA's been around a bit more with Aphmau main channel, but come on, you can include Ivy, but you couldn't find a way to include Lucinda even in a minor role. That would have been awesome. I like Lucinda.
Maybe Anarias Quinones is just not. It's just decided to focus on other things. You never know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't believe you actually look like her. What do we do now?
There's also.
Actually, then again, they did recast Kai, so I guess they could do that. But anyway,
the only thing we can do. Now, come on.
There's also Lucinda. Crap, what was I gonna say? My brain. I had a thought.
All right. Well, if it comes back to you,
I was gonna say about that idea, including new characters. Including new characters is great. If your story is written in a way where it gives them, let's say, depth, focus, a arc, something more meaty on their bones. Because I talked about Peebs in season 2, and I don't like Peebs. But I feel like Peebs as a character, even in season 2, wasn't given any real meat on his character bones besides his archetype of being super nice, of a high-pitched voice and really caring. Like, it's like, cool! I'm so... Yay! It's like, with the characters they introduce, it's what you see is what you get. Like, within their first scene or within their first few scenes, what you see is what you get. And you don't get anything more or anything less. It's just, these are the characters. And I feel like that's the problem with Aphmau introducing new characters in here. It's not like, I'm going to compare it to Mermaid Tale's Black Lullaby. It's not like Mermaid Tale's Black Lullaby where you have a chance of actually developing them, where, like, you get some development from Xena in that show. It's not been much so far because we barely had any screen time, but we had some development and some depth and, like, some knowledge about her family because we, you know, and, like, her lore and stuff. We don't get much of that with the alternates in these characters. Like Garth here, you know, I'm just saying he's not going to be the most depth version of Garth in the world, but like at least I could be attached to a previous version of Garth. I'm not attached to any version of Peebs, so, and I have no knowledge about Peebs outside of his weird one-off videos where he kind of is just himself, you know, in those videos or whatever. And that's kind of the issue with doing it in the alternates. If you were to do it in somewhere in another series, yeah, you know, like, again, any other, like, normal role play she's did outside the alternates, yeah, you could probably get some good depth or some good intrigue or some knowledge about the characters. I know nothing about them from alternates. I know nothing more or less about Peebs. Who's his family? I don't know. What was growing up for him? Like, I don't know. Anything interesting about him? Not really. He's a Noi ripoff. He's knockoff Noi from the server videos. You know, so it's like, that's why I don't like the idea of focusing on new characters in the alternates, in especially season 2, because new characters from, like, the server videos that we haven't seen in the alternates in season 2, because what you see is what you get with them. Because we don't.
So you mean that the Peeves didn't debut in the alternates? He was seen in other videos first and then came into them.
Yeah.
That's entirely different then. People did recognize him.
He's been in a handful of videos. He's been in some. I don't think he's as popular. He's not Kim, Casey, or Zane. He has been in some.
This isn't about popularity. We're talking about recognition here.
I guess recognition, but again, I'm saying there's little to no depth in him, and you're pretty much introducing a new version of Peebs for the alternates. There actually is a character
alternate version, if you will.
Yeah, but, like, that version of Peebs has little to no depth attributed to him, and it makes it kind of hard for me to worry about, for example, his life if I barely know him as a character.
Well, then, isn't he in the same boat as everyone else then, as all of the characters that we consider OGs? If people watching the main channel recognize him the same way they recognize the other characters, what's the difference?
Peebs is in season 2, and season 2 is on a separate channel.
Okay.
So, you know, I
guess that could be for crossover purposes, but all right.
Yeah. Also, Xena was in season.
That's
2.
about all I can contribute to that conversation, again, because I haven't seen season 2, as I keep pointing out, so there's not much I can really add to
Yeah.
this.
Also, Xena is in season 2, and God, I was hoping for so much more from her. I'm kind of
Okay,
sad
fantastic. Why are we still talking about season 2, incidentally? I keep asking this question every time we go into this.
The reason I talk about it is because season 2, in my opinion, is better than season 1. It has a lot of stuff above season 1. But this show,
So you've established.
But this show in season 1 and season 2 has crippling flaws that hold it back from being a role play with a severe amount of depth. Or
Okay, why don't we talk about season 2 flaws when we get there?
Well, no, but like this also applies to season 1 with the characters, but like season 2 makes it worse by the fact that I don't even have a previous version I'm attached to them of.
I mean, that's great. What I'm saying is let's wait till season 2 to bring up those things so that these videos don't end up being more than 3 hours. There's no reason to bring up season 2 now, partly because it spoils it for me also.
I haven't said much. I'm actually trying to avoid details besides character names and their personalities.
I mean, we've been talking for about 15 minutes about season 2. I don't know how much avoidance you're doing at the moment, honestly.
Oh, I haven't gave much details. I haven't said who dies or not yet. Everybody dies. The series ends with a nuke.
You have. I mean, you have kind of said that.
I said a lot of people die. I didn't say who died.
Not that I haven't recognized the pattern, incidentally, but you know, there's only so many ways you can take the sentence. They rely on newer characters, and also everybody dies. There's only so many ways one could interpret those two sentences in connection with each other.
This show is pretty careless with murdering characters, if I'm honest. Like you saw that with Kim last episode. They're pretty careless.
I saw that with a lot of people, actually. You know, that's one thing that I am familiar with is that yes, there's a lot of deaths that, you know, some of them way cheaper than others. And it does seem like they're doing a thing where like they're alternating between the roster, so we get like, you know, not too many characters at the same time as each other, and the way to replace them is death. So the Fallen Angels approach, basically.
Hey, I don't replace characters with death. I just kill characters off when I don't know what to do with them anymore, or it fulfills their arc, Because some of the characters, like Key from season 2, that kind of fulfilled her arc because she went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and you know, kind of just wanted to kill Zach. There was no stopping her. It was either she kills Zach or she dies. She had to, one of which had to happen. She wasn't gonna quit unless she was like put in a prison, but.
Which could have happened. I mean, we did say that we based Key the Key's arc off Azula, and Azula doesn't die, so you know that is essentially what happened to her as well.
That's also a kid show. It's a kid show. I don't think they would have the goal to kill off anyone. Well, they killed off a character in Avatar.
Yeah, it was really unclear.
It was kind of unclear. It was a very strange death scene. I'm gonna be honest. Jet's death.
I mean, that applies to essentially, you know, on screen with minor Nickelodeon censorship. If we're talking about off screen, once you kind of put the pieces together about what happens to Final Zulon, for example, that's much more gruesome.
There was a lot of off screen deaths. We literally saw like the corpses.
I mean, it was a war, so
we saw the corpses of the air nomads when they got murdered.
Well, I mean, actually, we saw like one air nomad. We saw Monkey Utso surrounded by a bunch of Fine Asian soldiers. He took allegedly he took all of those down before being trapped himself. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure people have theorized that like he sucked the air out of the room, including to himself. It just killed everyone inside there.
Which most likely means there were no other air nomads there because, I mean, Gyatso's not that cruel. or cool in general, to be honest, based on what we saw.
He's nice. He was nice.
Exactly.
And then he died. Oh well. At least it stopped Aang from being murdered because there's no way Aang could have survived to being a murderer.
Yeah. So essentially, you know, so I mean, it's a war, so like a lot of stuff happens, but yeah, in general, like
on screen,
as far as on-screen deaths, there was only one.
And that one was...
And plus she comes back in some of the comics anyway, and we actually try it, and we see an attempt at recovery, which she does not, unfortunately, take. But
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
No. Neither am I. But but saying is, they had another way of trying to maintain something, and if anything, her being around and still suffering is actually more tragic. So that's what I'm trying to say. There are other ways, even if you're dealing with a very specific target audience and studio interference. Which we weren't, but we still could have done the other thing.
Studio interference. So Jacob's been interfering with my stories, guys. Definitely. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Nothing beyond my co-writing duties, of course.
Go out there.
Also,
Yes, we need
I'm
to
so sad about Melissa being. Melissa isn't in the show except for that weird alternate of her who dies in this scene. What happened to Melissa? I'm really disappointed by that. Melissa's never brought up again. I'm so sad.
Potentially the original might have died as well.
Probably, I guess. But there's so many missed opportunities here. Where's Aaron's?
Yeah, I do wonder. Are there any other
everybody?
Morgan Berry characters in this?
Who does Morgan Berry voice outside Melissa?
Well, Jenna, but I don't think they're gonna bring her up. She's a little bit too niche.
I'll go. You know what? Give me a Aphmau show. You know what? If alternate season 2 did something really cool where they're like, no, we're gonna bring back Jenna. We're gonna bring back who was Casey's ex-boyfriend? Damien. We're gonna bring back Damien. You know what? I actually would be really happy if they did something weird like that, because I think that would at least be fun. Bringing back all these.
They probably die in half an episode.
Yeah, but at least it'd be fun. At least we would get something with them being like, oh yeah, that. But might as well have Peebs. I'm not upset about Peebs.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, we did say, all those characters brought up, Damien, Jenna, basically anyone from Falcon University, all those characters weren't used in the same way that in the same way that Peeves kind of was, as an attempt to try to, increase the roster and, just kind of diversify things. Partly because of, the setting made sense, in a lot of those contexts, but in general, yeah, that's why I don't. That's why I'm not against the practice in general. That's also what Agatha was introduced in Abuse and Girl season 2. But yeah, yeah. So of course, that's going to happen. But you are right; it depends on how you do it. But we'll get to how we do it some other day, because you're going to be around for that. Because I never watched these without you. So yeah.
Find Aph and the others. Now come on, we're wasting time.
Okay.
Right.
I'm wondering how Ivy's going to say Garth's name.
Actually, I don't think they touched on that. I wish they did. That'd be funny.
The broadcast should have gone out.
Was alternate Aphmau just watching sideways from there so they get that Dutch angle? Just going like, hello.
Maybe. I mean, honestly, half the stuff in the show, it just kind of exists to be creepy. To be blunt, it's like, oh, isn't this creepy? It's like, sure, man, sure. I'm so scared.
All right. Okay. Anyway, let's see how they get out of this one.
I think should be good.
Aphmau?
Wait, what? It's still alive? No.
Burn it!
Hey, it was switching the whole time.
Come on.
That's not good.
Why isn't it working? No, it's not.
Hairspray.
It's not working. It's out.
wick isn't burning, dear
No.
Why you put lighter? You could have got more lighter fluid.
Oh, we need to get out of here.
Close it.
Wait. Go back. Go back.
Yeah, that is true.
Hold it for long.
Oh, okay. Difficult with longer videos, but all right, we'll try.
It's out. No.
It's empty.
Go. Just go. Close the door. Lock it.
Oh, we need to get
Lock
out of
the door.
here.
Close it. It's not gonna hold it for long. We gotta get the elevator moving. Okay.
What was I looking for? You didn't say anything.
Nothing. I just had to rehear Aphmau because when she said lock it, I thought she said something with an F, and I was like, whoa, Aphmau. This
Weren't we
is your
just
main...
talking about target audiences?
This is your.
I feel like
if
she'd done that, she would have cut it.
I misheard it. I'm like, oh no, good. I misheard it. I was like, Aphmau, children are watching. Aphmau, they're still in the womb. They're watching. Don't say that. Say that for a second.
That's more ominous than half the stuff in this series. They're still in the womb, watching.
Oh god.
Okay. Yeah. Aphmau's not sworn on the main channel, I think, since like 2015.
Okay, just
Yeah, I
calm
don't
down.
think so.
Calm down. Let's go
How do we
inside.
take that thing
Maybe
down?
2014.
It's fine. We just gotta outrun it as long as we
Take
can.
down,
Outlive it
take
as long as
down,
we can.
take
Come on, come
down,
on.
take down. 100 girls in the world.
Go! Close it! Close it!
They're not ready for the takedown yet.
We need to reach the roof. It's the only way out of here.
Wait, hold on. They're going up? I thought this was the top floor, wasn't it?
Why does the alternate keep changing like that?
I don't know. Okay. We just gotta keep moving. It was copying
Why does the alternate, the shape-shifting thing, keep shifting shapes? Gee, Travis, what an interesting question that is.
his voice before as well. It's not making. Nothing's making sense here. All right. Let's see. Not this way. Over here. Oh. Okay. No.
What are all these
Yep, they're
dolls
still around.
doing here?
I don't know. Just don't touch them. Try to be careful.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
The
Just keep
dolls are
moving.
lava.
We've got this.
Yeah, the dolls are actually just retextured berries from the new updates, the ones that poison you if you walk over them.
Why is that voice
How does it know your name?
I don't know. I mean,
Oh wow! Look at that's the title. So great. Ugh, whatever.
I mean, okay, they've tied it into something in the story. There's something that's calling Aphmau's name, and it knows her name. Well, we know why it knows her name because people have been saying her
It
name.
always knows her
constantly.
name. I'm pretty sure this is not the first
Yeah.
time the alternates has said her name.
Yeah, but at least now I see like where they got it from. Like at least they have something in here.
I
So
don't
it
know.
is just as bad as the ones from 10 years ago, not worse.
The titles I
they're
still
weird.
wish were
we have to get
less vague.
All
out
right.
of here.
Come on, hurry, they're watching us!
I know. It's fine. Just keep moving through the door. It's locked.
Maybe I can
It's
get past the
locked.
wires.
All right, go for it.
Come on.
That's a good sound effect.
Ugh.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, I must have tripped the wrong wire!
It's fine. Just cut
I'm
it off,
trying.
okay?
Ugh.
Just stay calm.
You know, there's actually a part in the Hunger Games Catching Fire where the Capitol put Jabberjays, which they've revived. Jabberjays are essentially their equivalent of Kenkus, so they have perfect mimicry or something. And they made it so that like the troopers would hear somebody that's calling them that is that was like in distress basically. So Katniss of course hears Prim because obviously Finnick hears Annie. They're the only two that really like get like super affected by it, but like they would have one for everyone. The question that they never actually that Katniss never gets an answer to in the book is how the Capitol actually trained the Jabberjays to make that sound. Did they do something to those people? And from what we see about what we see of Prim later on, no, but that's just one of those things that got like kind of open ended. Obviously, the movie never answers that because they have to move on, but still.
All right, we don't have time. There's crowbar. There we go.
Oh,
Go, go,
There you
go.
go.
That
Okay.
was
You
easy.
don't have to tell me
Fairly
twice!
I know.
inconvenient.
Just
Yeah.
okay. The
Oh,
roof.
we made it!
We did.
Oh great, we're jumping off the same.
I do like how we have an actual building here that uses Minecraft pressure plates.
Now, I'm not sure what the only way is to get from here, unless there's a fire escape.
Okay,
Let's see. Find
I'll say the sky being this dark with no like stars or anything is more eerie than a bunch of this other stuff.
something.
Oh god.
Okay. All right. We don't need that.
wait, over
Okay.
here!
By the way, one
it's
thing I feel like would have helped that scene is if the dolls were moving more. I know it's Minecraft, but maybe you could have like them glitch forward or something. Like maybe the light switch off, aka you cut the video for like half a second, just have someone just move the dolls a block forward and have the dolls slowly inching closer towards you. I feel like that would have made the scene slightly more tense because the dolls are just on repeat, echoing the name Aphmau and Casey's voice over and over again with the same voice clip. I'm like, okay. It's kind of creepy.
I think the only way they could have probably pulled. Well, I mean, I think the Casey voice is coming from somewhere else that's not from the dolls, or maybe I misread that. If it came from the dolls, it could have like echoed a bunch of times, because we know that Casey is somewhere in this building, and so does Aphmau, I'm pretty sure. So the idea that she's around somewhere would be like in distress, or has fallen, or an alternate has taken over in her place for some reason. That's probably where like the danger comes from. It's similar to the Jabberjays. Except this time, of course, they know the alternates can create their own sound, so it's not quite the same, but it's reminiscent. As for the dolls thing, it depends, because Aphmau, you know, during like the early days of My Streets, did a couple of those cuts because, you know, things didn't work in the server, and she tried to like jump back to them. It was never quite seamless, and then she ended up cringing at herself later on. That's probably why she doesn't do it that way. Although, one way it could have worked is if you cut to like a third person thing, and you know the dolls switching perspectives one after the other. If that's the way you could do that and like rotate them, because I imagine if they're actual Minecraft props, you have to pick them up and place them down again, and that would probably look a little bit scuffed, depending on how you did it.
I don't know.
That's the only way I can probably see that they could.
I just found that sequence with them in the hallway around the dolls and stuff. Once they got past the dolls and were waiting at the door, and Travis was trying to open it, and they were all just screaming Aphmau at her. Just kind of it felt more obnoxious than scary, because the dolls were just standing there menacingly. It's like, cool. I'm so glad. Thank you for screaming my name. Okay, what are you gonna do?
That's the same issue we had from last episode, because they were just kind of like littered across the stairs, and they didn't really do anything there either. Same problem.
I know, like Minecraft dolls are less. Minecraft dolls aren't scary at all. Real dolls are scary sometimes. Depends on the kind of doll style. Real dolls.
I assume that if there's Mandela catalog dolls, then they would also be scary. But
Minecraft dolls aren't scary at all. They're not even creepy. They're actually just kind of cute. Even if you give them red eyes, they're just slightly less cute. They're just kind of cute. I'm gonna be honest. Pixel dolls are kind of adorable. They're not scary at all.
Just one.
I remember that Aphmau did get scared by a Minecraft doll once because she picked up the wrong baby when she was trying to put down a prop in one of the storytime episodes, and put up like a weird like taxidermy chipmunk or something, and it was like, oh, this baby, oh my gosh. Oh well.
Problem.
What? What's the problem?
How are we supposed to get across?
Okay. Oh, there's stuff over there. We're just gonna have to run. Okay?
Wait, Risky. You don't mean you're gonna...
Go, 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 go!
Parkour!
I made it!
My effing legs, Travis!
What?
Right. Travis, you gotta get down. Come on!
Okay, right. I can do this.
Come on, go, go, go! Oh, so close.
Oh, God, I'm losing my grip.
I got you. My hands. Got it.
Oh.
There we go.
Did you just throw him?
Jeez, you okay?
Yeah, that's
That's
a mod in the server. We saw it last episode, but basically you like pick them up and they're like kind of floating above your head, and then you just go and you just throw
No, that's
them.
No, that's fine. I'm just thinking about like how 4'9" Aphmau threw Travis from like below with one arm that far.
God.
Yeah, I mean, if Travis is anything like his My Street counterpart, you know, he was a beefcake. That one, the one image of just Travis's Minecraft head on the buff body.
No, it wasn't even that. There was also that time that he got Gareth Lawrence and Dante to take their shirts off, and then danced around and was like, "Hey, baby, so you got to take us to the gun show." Like that was in his introductory episode. So yeah, it's happened a couple of times. If anything, I remember more like the buff thing being like colored pink and on Reese. But anyway.
Oh god, that was
Right.
also
We're alive.
horrifying.
That's all that
Anyways.
matters. We can find an end to this if we just stay alive and figure
The
this out.
ladder.
All right.
Right.
Keep moving.
Yes, Travis, it is a ladder.
It's gonna be fine.
Well, this is made for children, Jacob. We have to say what we're doing, or the children won't get it.
I don't think it's even just that. I think that's a thing that Aphmau herself ran into back in the day with, again, early My Street, where she was narrating a bunch of stuff that was going on, because that's what you're used to doing when you're doing that kind of Well, we're doing like solo roleplay, which actually, as someone who used to do solo roleplay as well, I can attest to. You got to keep talking about something. So describing like your actions or like mumbling to yourself about what's going on is very much how that goes. It's just it doesn't feel as natural when there are two people there because because you're lacking the need for it.
Oh, that thing is still after us!
Well, yes.
Jeez.
Stop crying!
I'm pretty
Okay,
sure that,
maybe it
I'm
might be
pretty
coming from
sure-
the dolls.
I think it's the dolls. I think the dolls are doing.
The dolls' voice boxes are just like speakerphones.
We need to go now before it's too late. Come on.
You squeeze and they go. Ah! New merch, Aphmau.
That'd be horrifying. I don't want to squeeze a doll and it sound like it's in pain. Saying
Okay,
Aphmau's
but
name.
can you imagine how many kids would buy that just to mess with people? Actually, wait, yeah, maybe Aphmau would get a bunch of parent complaints if that happened. Never mind, forget that idea.
Yeah, I don't
You
think
gotta
so.
jump. Go.
Wait, again?
Come on. We have no choice.
And once again, Travis face plants instead of landing on his feet.
Okay, there you go.
It'd be really funny if Casey were actually in this scene and she's the only one landing on her feet.
Good
There
job.
goes nothing. That was too close
Oh wait, forgot. Not a Meefo in this
for
version.
comfort.
It's fine. It's fine.
No, she isn't evil in this
Down
version.
this
She
way.
just doesn't have the HD ears.
Just gotta keep moving.
Yeah, that looks
Ah.
like a way down.
Oh, yeah.
Werewolves aren't
Right.
canon, I said, because we get to see like Daniel later, and he's not a werewolf. And
Hmm.
I don't know if anyone in
way.
season 1 we see about werewolf ears.
All right.
I forget it.
Wait. Oh, down here. Come on. Get down here. It's easy. What was that?
Okay, she's following us.
Yeah, it's definitely the dolls saying that. Why the dolls? Why the dolls just screaming at me?
Although it does seem to be a thing that they say whenever alternate Aphmau's there, which means the alternates are working together to some degree now, which is different to the previous episodes where they're kind of like all out for themselves and competing for for the next prey or whatever. Now they seem to be realizing for the rest of the survivors we gotta be a bit more cunning.
Yeah, going down.
Okay. All right. Don't look back.
It's a
Just
take
keep
There are
down.
these stairs
come on.
they've got.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Here we go. Yeah!
Okay. Okay,
Aphmau
now
used to
the
be
legs will be
dead.
broken.
You should be dead out now.
You're supposed to be dead!
Are you okay?
And speaking of supposed to be dead,
Are you fine?
oh, okay. I thought his head went through the trapdoors. No, it's fine. He just.
I'm alive.
All right. Come on. Let's get out of here before.
Why
Anyone
are
in
you
this movie has
guys
to break
so
down.
resilient? This is.
Well,
Jesus.
physically, I have no idea. Mentally, they gotta be.
Keep going. This
Okay,
way.
yeah, but physically.
Maybe they just have like a bunch of adrenaline. The second that they get into a safe area, they're just gonna collapse from exhaustion.
Just relax.
They just collapse. Otherwise, they're both
I'm
just
really
become
tired of
just
falling.
break as soon as they get into a room alone. Like, oh, we're good.
Why is there a cow's head on the ground? Did you see
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, I don't know.
The alternates aren't really like putting it. Maybe they're not all organized yet.
That's
Just
okay,
the
our
dolls.
friends. Okay. We ran as much as we could. I think we've lost
Okay,
it.
there's a cut, I guess.
What is that thing? Why does it keep following us?
Too much has happened. At
I
least we're
know.
okay.
I know, just why? Why is it following us? Why doesn't it
don't know.
go after anyone else?
It's insane.
Because there is no one else. Except maybe Casey, depends on what happened to her.
There's so many others, but at least we made it out okay.
I know.
Feel
Travis,
safer
are
at
you
least.
alright? How are you feeling?
Just can't stop thinking about Caitlin. I had her in my arms and
Yeah, we had one chance to have Aphmau, Caitlin, and KC in the same room as each other after such a long time. It was like, nope. Close but no cigar. Hey, but at least we got no alone buddies. That's something.
we just have to keep moving.
I'm so sorry, Travis. We've got to stay alive. We've got to stay alive to avenge her and Kim and we're safe here, but still.
Anyone else out here?
I don't know. Huh? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello? Is anyone out there?
Aaron!
He's alive.
I think so.
Is that you?
Wait, how do I know it's you?
I thought that was Pierce
Tell me
at
something
first. I
only
was
the
like
real
listening.
Aaron
I
would
was like,
know.
wait, is that Pierce? Like, no, that's Aaron.
Yeah.
This is like, wait.
Which, by the way, if that were a fake Aaron, also would have known her name because he called her Aph.
Close yours,
Even Shad got that wrong.
Travis. Close yours on this.
Yeah.
Irene. Where's
Go
our
on.
relic, Irene?
You organize your plushies according to how squishy they are. Is that enough?
It is you. Travis, it's him!
Yeah,
Really?
classic
Yes.
Aaron.
Here, separated from the others, and
Also,
IBM
question: where did he get the other corresponding radio?
Yeah, I don't know. How did you manage to find? How did you manage to find Aphmau's frequency? Even if
Like,
Even-
if
even without that.
it's either, I don't know, KC or whoever had the previous radio somehow dropped theirs and Aaron found it, or he just kept scrolling through random frequencies till he found Aphmau's single frequency.
moments before her untimely death, KC saw the nearest window, used her rarely seen but still very much canon Mifra strength and threw the walkie-talkie as far as she could with perfect aim to Aaron, which hit him in the head, meaning it went through the window, meaning he had to go back inside. You know, Gareth and Ultimate Melissa also saw it, and then we got to the fight scene. There we go. Close the circle.
Yeah, that did not happen. that did not happen. Jacob, we're getting into crackpot territory currently.
But it explains everything. What do you mean?
I could explain everything too. The D&D gods roll the D20 when they were looking for frequency.
Like that's technically what also happened, but okay.
Guard, careful! Be at the subway station, at the tunnels. It's the only safe way out.
Wait.
Out
Aaron,
of where?
got it.
Out of
I'll meet you there.
town or out of where are we going out
Come on.
to?
Probably out of town, considering subway tunnels, but also,
Aren't they ravaging
also,
the
how does-
world? I don't really.
Yeah. how does Aaron know that as well?
We need to find a way to get back to those tunnels.
Because
okay?
plot. Because this plot is strung along by very convenient random events that Aphmau comes up with, like an hour before they film. So that's why.
Mm-hmm. Which is weird enough the same criticism that General Maestri had, that the plot was decided very quickly, but at least there was a little bit of a drafting process behind that one.
At least it was
Head back
fully
to the city.
scripted.
I'm pretty sure there's a station like right
We
there.
need to put as
Just-
much distance between that weird alternate thing as much as we can, okay? We need to look for the safe
Imagine they all board an alternate train, and they only realize at the end of the episode.
entrance first.
That would be awesome.
Because they still hear the Aphmau thing like blaring over the announcements, and they realize that everything around them is a lie.
It's behind us and it's at the city.
I guess you're
So-
right.
Let's see.
Unfortunately, there's nothing
Wait.
that cool in
Really
the
like
show.
that.
I don't like it either, but it may be the fastest way across. We need to be careful,
You're
though,
right.
okay?
Let's do it.
Cross it as quickly and quietly as we possibly can, okay?
Why am I going to speaking of D&D, I'm just reminded of that time that we were attempting to cross a bridge, and then BB as Scooby for no reason decided to plummet through the bridge in a Scooby-shaped indent, meaning that we had to rescue her.
It was great.
Is that debris in the water?
Yeah, honestly, I thought Vin was just kind of messing with us, be like, yes, roll D20, see if they happens to the bridge, and everyone rolled high enough. Except me, because I didn't end up having to roll because I didn't cross before BB did, but everyone else did. And I was like, I'm half convinced that you're just messing with us right now to incite fear, and it's going to be a
I'm
normal
pretty
bridge because
sure he
nothing has happened.
was. I'm pretty sure he was messing with us.
Yeah, so if that hadn't happened, chances are we would never have known the answer. It was just a normal.
It's like he just goes like, Jacob, you failed. I know you got like a nat 20, but you failed. You are now cursed. You have generational curse on you.
A generational curse that started with me. Okay, sure.
Careful. Take that side, I'll take this side. Alright? Be careful.
I mean, the bridge isn't
Got
very
it.
wide, man.
Just. What is this?
I've seen bridges like that
Wait.
before.
Wait, Zane!
How are you alive?
Well, is he though? Is the question, because if he shook off all the rocks himself and then collapsed there, the more likely solution is, of course, it's an alternate trying to trap them.
I
I
mean,
think
okay,
it's actually him.
that would be cool, but at the same time, I highly doubt they would actually not animate a Zane death scene since he was like one of the first major characters who got introduced to it. Highly doubt they would have that happen off screen.
I guess after the whole Melissa experience, they've kind of learnt about, you know, the off-screen deaths thing.
I am so not a fan of Rachel's death being off screen. I just wanted to
Speaking
see.
speaking of that, by the way, this is the second time that we've seen Aaron sprung into action by seeing something through a broadcast of some kind.
How did he get out there? Is
I'm
he
not
dead?
sure. We saw him from across the tunnels. Maybe he found a way through. Maybe some drainage
If we
pipe or
can't
something.
go around it, we gotta go through it.
I'm gonna take a look.
Surprisingly, I actually get
Okay.
that one.
Oh, there's something in the water.
Beauty,
Whatever.
the
it is.
We have
water.
to find a way down.
Angel on the beach, ocean's daughter. I thought
I'll
love
find
was
a way
out of
down,
reach.
okay? Just you stay here. There's some ladders.
Wow.
Yeah, see, she's
sweet.
doing the thing again.
Aphmau, are you sure this is worth the risk?
Yes, we need as many people on our side as possible.
What if that thing in the water comes back?
Look, just keep an eye out. All right.
Yeah,
Or what if it's a trap? I mean, even if it isn't, they should at least consider
Right?
it.
Here, hold on to that, in case I don't come back.
Okay.
We can't afford to lose it in the water either.
In
Alright?
case they don't
Yeah.
come back,
Careful,
you could
Travis.
have Aaron
Keep
instead.
an eye out on your surroundings.
It's okay. He needs someone to love.
And then Aaron just on the other line. I don't know about this.
I've got this. I just gotta jump on these and get to Zane. Just gotta
This is very much a. I thought last episode was very parkour focused, but no, that's more like bouncy castle stuff. This is proper Minecraft parkour that we've got here,
make sure he's alright.
which kind of like Chris Green's what I was saying before about having a parkour based series of some kind, and actually how that has some potential. Not gonna lie.
Parkour,
alright.
parkour.
This way. Okay.
Yeah, I kind of like thought a little bit more on that matter.
This is
And
pretty
if I ever
easy
got back
parkour.
into if I ever got back into rebuilding maps, I could just make a thing so that people who were in character would go through like these particular maps in each episode, and they'd all be connected in some way. And I released the maps for people to play through as well. That could have that's something that I was racking around.
A cult or roleplay? A cult? We just do a
Not
cult
necessarily a culta themed, but I mean it could be. But I was just thinking of something that would be they'll be like adjacent, so like I could so the map itself took you on a path, but depending on like how the characters would interact, they would and how they would live through it. Basically trying to go call back to how like old adventure maps actually worked, except for obviously everyone there was out of character. That'd be the difference. So it'd be like that's how the show would function. That's what I was just thinking.
Wow, Fred. I'm really bad at parkour. I fell off like 5 times.
I know that I land on my feet, but that doesn't make me any better at jumping. Yeah, so obviously it would work with the culta characters, but again, wouldn't be necessary. And if I were the one making the maps, I would not be playing in them.
Be alive. Zane, wake up! Wake up! Are you okay?
How many times have we found a passed out Zane? How many times? This is what are like our 3rd time finding a passed out Zane or extremely injured Zane on the floor?
No, he's a fragile nugget,
Zane! You're alive!
Aphmau?
It's me!
Why did Ultron just leave you out here?
We gotta stop meeting like this.
No time for jokes.
See, even he mentions it.
We don't have a lot of time, alright? We gotta get across the water.
Aphmau!
Oh, don't worry, Appa could just throw him over again. He'll probably make it halfway at least.
You're not alone out there!
Or what? What do you mean? Oh, wonderful! Zane,
Well,
come
yeah,
on,
of course, you saw that earlier.
What's going on?
Yeah, Zane, how your back and legs doing? Anyway, time for some parkour, baby.
Yeah,
Just
this is like.
At least they could have done like the carry mob thing or something. It might have like slowed them down, but hey, increase the tension a little bit so you don't immediately jump sprint as far as possible from this large thing that has to navigate through Minecraft water.
The walkie! I have an idea!
What?
Hey, come look
What?
at me! me! Come look at me!
Travis,
Hey, over
Wait,
here!
we're coming towards you! We're going in your direction! Do not lure the creature in this direction, too!
Yeah, and
What do
yeah,
you mean?
and also also I'm not a scientist, but is there anything to suggest that, you know, like underwater creatures are attracted to the sound of radio static from the surface? I don't know. I've not looked into this topic at all, but I somewhat doubt that.
I mean, I guess the alternates do like technology weirdly, or at least if they have a
Yeah,
weird.
monster.
But like, Travis, why are you luring the monster towards the area where Aphmau's going towards? Why would you do that? That is like the dumbest place to lure it. Even if it did work, why?
Okay.
Wow, the show is so good.
I'm
I'm so happy that it got a
to-
season 2. I'm so
I've got to
happy.
help.
What? No.
What do you
Over here, you
mean?
big
What
giant
are you
lizard
doing, Travis? What is your plan?
Wait, what am I chasing
Okay,
here?
okay,
To find her!
Focus on you for now. You need to be alive.
That's coming right for
Can you imagine if he just like tied it to a string and there's like just a fishing rod, while still activated?
me.
Cover me, Gator. Come on. Travis, no.
I got it. Keep going.
Travis.
Wow, this scene is so tense.
Travis, come on now. This
and
way.
Not contrived and
Eat
stupid
this!
at all.
Wait, what the?
Why'd you feed
Wait.
it to them?
Oh, I mean, I was gonna say maybe he's trying to pull, you know, he's trying to do like a Captain Hook, you know, like with the clock, the signal of the crocodile always being able to, you know, always approaching, so he knew when he was in danger. Maybe, but
No,
they're about to leave. I don't think that would come up again.
No, he just said it. He just said it the radio because it liked the radio, apparently. Why would you feed it the radio? We're down to radio now. Why would you feed it the radio?
And now there is a second, you know, set of alternates that now have access to Aphmau's name, but this time it's just through the walkie-talkie, just Aaron going Aphmau, just constantly, just like circling around.
Aphmau.
That's creepy, but hey, you know,
Oh, we
we'll
made
work.
it. We're alive.
Travis, what did you throw?
Before I go into this. I'm sorry. Oh no.
No, the walkie-talkie. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's okay.
Why did you throw the walkie-talkie?
It was the only way we could talk with everyone else, but we.
Look, I did it. I didn't
That feels like such a thing. It's like, well, it's only when we talk to everyone else, but it's fine. It's like, oh God. I don't know if he was trying to be funny there or not.
I mean, I honestly, I feel like a lot of this is just set up to still be funny. I know that we find it funny because of how it's made, but some of these things are meant to, like, intentionally, you know, be funny to some degree, so it's not as much of a tonal shift from everything else on the server, I think.
I don't know. I mean, that was kind of funny. Honestly,
fine.
honestly, I didn't really find anything in episode 2 funny. I mean, there were some bits in episode 1 I found funny. Like, I found the whole Kim thinking what's his name, Pierce, was like hot. That was kind of funny, the way she was handling it, and the way she was wanting to eat dog food to try to impress him. I thought stuff like that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
But very few stuff in this show actually lands as funny for me. Very few of it.
No, yeah, like I said, you know, a lot of stuff that I'm not saying that, you know, we find the stuff that they intend for us to be funny, but I was saying we find that funny, but a lot of but I mean, we've been laughing along with this for not the intended reasons as well, but I didn't.
I mean, that's
like,
not really a good thing, or at least from a
in
creative
terms of
standpoint.
us as case studies. That's not what I meant. I meant in general, there are some things that are planned to be that are planned to be actually comedic that they put in this. So actually, you know, this kind of tonal shift is not entirely out of place.
Worked.
It did. Zane?
He's losing it again.
I don't know.
I mean, can you blame him? He's kind of in the same mental state as he was before.
You know, I looked everywhere for Casey, but I couldn't find her. It was for nothing!
No. Zane, calm down.
I will say Keston's pulling out his acting chops for this.
Okay, we just have to keep looking. Hand over the axe, okay?
No! It's my comfort axe.
Okay.
Only is it on the alternates, okay? Not us.
All right, I promise. Aphmau.
Yeah.
Aphmau, I mean, are you really gonna believe him?
Yes.
I feel like I don't want to believe him. I think he's gonna, even if he is the real Zane, I feel like he's gonna axe murder me regardless. So
The second Tom makes a bad comment about KC.
No,
Yeah.
Zane is gone crazy, but I understand, I think.
You know, Casey's
Well,
ears have been
all of
looking
us are
rather fat recently. Oh, hey, Zane, with the ah!
I mean, talk about out-of-pocket stuff that they would say. Okay.
Situation, and all of us can't keep our composure. It's fine.
Yeah, okay. Let's just get moving.
Zane, put it away, okay?
Hey, Aphmau, do you think it's really a good idea to have Zane with us?
Didn't we
You've been
just
walking for undisclosed amount of time, and you already asked that question, so might as well the same.
Also, this
Keep
is the
going.
problem with the show not being kind of scripted. That feels super repetitive because the last scene kind of had him questioning that, but nothing happened, or at least we don't know anything happened in between scenes to make him bring it up again. So it just kind of feels repetitive, I guess.
Hmm.
So it's like they're
Yeah.
trying to drill in the same point over and over again. It's like, okay, we get it. Move on, please. We already established your point.
I did again.
Zane, I need you to stay focused, okay? Please.
Right there with you. Now that we're working together, we should be able to find everybody.
I agree.
Yeah, hold on. I mean, you guys have weapons. Let me just go grab something on the off chance that I need
Get a
it.
stick.
Just not to point out anyone in particular, I have Zane, but I do have a stick now.
Hey,
All right.
watch it.
All right.
I didn't say anything. Well,
Come
see,
on,
you know.
stay together, work
Oh,
together.
I don't like the sound of that, Aphmau.
Me neither. Come on, let's keep moving.
Honestly, it is in character for Travis to, have like a snide comment towards Zane. That
Yeah.
feels authentic.
That
Okay,
works. The whole Kim and Zane thing does not work from the first.
Yeah,
episode.
especially because Zane was, in a much better state back then.
Let's see. 1 second.
Where now?
I'm trying to get a better
What was
view.
that?
Huh? I don't see anything.
It was another creepy sound effect.
Wait.
You'll get used to those, Zane.
Hey, guys, there's a sign over there. Come on, let's check it out.
The survivors. Maybe KC.
You've been in
Could
the
mean-
apocalypse
or
for like
maybe
a
it's a town or
day and
something,
you've
or-
already lost your mind.
Yeah,
Right.
get over it already. It's only you're only in a world with a bunch of things that could, kill you in an
Okay,
instant, and
no,
take
what
on the
I'm
form of your
saying-
friends and the other objects around.
What I'm saying is it's only canonically been a day, and Zane's acting like he's been in the apocalypse for 6 to 7 months. I mean, I guess in the previous episode they stated it's been 3 days, despite it clearly wasn't being 3 days, but cool time.
Hey, look, Aphmau's a heavy sleeper. What can I say?
Aphmau just slept for 2 straight days into the apocalypse.
This way.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I trust that sign. It looks like it was written in marker.
They did this last episode as well. They made their way through the TV studio, specifically through like things people had painted on, not questioning who had done so and why, considering that that's not a common thing to do in anyone's workplace. It's like, oh yes, welcome to orientation on the first day of the job. If you get lost, just follow the blood-stained walls. That will tell you where to go. Oh, you're here for an interview? Oh, fantastic. Just look at the gigantic red sign that says this way. Have fun!
All right. Well, maybe we should check it out, Maybe there's people that way?
I can't wait to
This
leave this.
way?
You were literally already going that way anyway.
Yeah.
If anything, if I was going that direction, I saw something said this way, I would be more hesitant to continue going that same direction
Place
It's like,
behind me.
the sign
than if I
really-
hadn't seen it.
the
So
sign
if this
really
isn't,
insisted on me to keep going this way. I don't think I should now.
yeah. So if this is an alternate's trap, it's less effective than just not having nothing be there at all.
This park really is getting overgrown. Ugh.
Yeah, come on. Let's get moving. Let's just stay out of the water, too.
This
Little bit
place
more
looks even
parkour.
worse than the tunnels.
It's better than dealing with crazy alternates, at least.
Yeah, you have a point.
Come on. Wait. Huh? Whoa!
Oh, okay.
What is that?
Crocodile.
Jeez!
A baby one.
Are those babies on that thing?
What was
I
that?
don't know.
Why killing babies? What did the babies do to you besides try to bite your ankles?
Yeah, just aside from that one thing,
What is that
that
thing?
one minor discretion.
I'm just saying. I need to go in the mirror real quick. If anyone hurts my baby, holds up the abyssal chicken, I
Yeah.
will kill them myself.
Those things that they could probably eat shovel in like one bite. So yeah, I'm with you on this one.
Oh, that thing. Oh, guys,
Probably.
That, on the other hand, ninja time.
that's the big.
Huh?
Run!
It followed us!
Ah,
At least we can hear it coming this time!
I don't know. That's actually a good idea. It's got a walkie-talkie.
I think it's the same guy. Just keep
Go,
going.
go, go! Keep moving. It's getting on us. Go, go,
Run.
go! Oh, it's big.
Maybe we should find
No,
it!
Zane, no! Not right now.
I don't think you can kill that thing.
Yeah, put that comfort axe to use. By the way, they're actually not following proper protocol to run away from a crocodile/alligator. They are very fast in a straight line and will catch up to you pretty quickly. But if you run in zigzags, they're not going to follow you as well.
Just keep moving.
Let's go. Come on.
Go, go, go.
I've
go,
never
go,
been
go.
chased by a crocodile, so
No, neither have I. I just happen to remember that from, weirdly enough, my English classes in primary school.
Wait, why was that talked about in your English classes? What brought that
Because
up?
because that particular teacher liked to yap a lot.
Oh,
All the bushes now.
let's
go.
That's strange. Okay.
Trust me, just trust me, okay?
He told us a bunch of like stories and random advice and stuff in English, and it was since we were in Spain at the time, just hearing the language was already beneficial enough. So yeah, it kind of worked.
Hey. It's a trap.
Oh wow, Team Rocket's been helping you.
It's some sort of trap!
Wait, shouldn't the leaves have collapsed if it was a trap? Why are they still there?
These are very
Look,
dumb leaves.
Over there.
Dumb leaves. They don't know they're affected by gravity. They're like Looney Tunes leaves. Gravity only affects you if you're aware of it.
Wait. It's. Someone must be there. We should be really careful, though, okay? We don't know who's in there, and we don't know if there's any more traps.
There must be people inside.
Maybe. Hopefully. Oh. Those things! Get in the house now! Come on,
Yep,
let's go!
no.
Now!
Fine!
Excuse me! We're coming in!
Get in.
You know, God, after watching season 2, I'm pretty sure we went to this house too. Did they build
fair enough.
They build any unique maps for season 2? I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense season 2 plot. I'm just like, I forgot. I thought they at least built I thought they built more than a single set for season 2. Like you had the main town where everybody's been staying at in season 2. But then, they didn't build any new sets, it looks like. It looks like it was reused old sets. Oh. That's kind of depressing. I was kind of hoping they would at least build a new set. I mean, I guess...
we did talk about that a lot last time, so I won't repeat too much about it, but, we did... I did say that, while I absolutely understand then reusing sets if you already established your world, because why not if they're actually there and get more story out of them. But yeah, something at least one thing that's new, I can side with you on that one. Yeah. That being said, I also had a really good idea for a series. Just if there were people here, imagine this where all the survivors actually correlated, and this happened to be imagine this one adoption home or orphanage or something, but it's during the apocalypse, so just they pick up wayward stragglers or something, and they have sitcom antics while the apocalypse is just happening around them for some reason.
That would be
I
pretty
don't think
cool.
they're coming in here. Hopefully. But where are we? Hello? Anyone here?
Doesn't sound like it.
Yeah, looks like it's abandoned.
Yeah, let's look
Yeah,
around.
no, it's abandoned.
How do you know? You went in one
There must
door.
be something
You
useful
went
here.
in one door, sir. How do you know it's abandoned? So what, if someone walks in my house and they turn to see the living room and be like, well, no one's in here. I guess the house is abandoned. That would count? No. What? You didn't look. You
I hope
just
we're not taking
turned.
from anyone.
Oh, God.
Bad feeling about this.
Huh? Wait, the broadcast! It might be working!
Yeah, wait, that does sound...
Wait, why is it still playing?
Broadcast.
Oh my god, it is
What, did you get it to loop magically?
Yeah. Is someone still running the broadcast and airing it multiple times?
The alternates are just the alternates are just spam clicking it, like click, 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 click.
Refresh, 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 refresh.
Oh my gosh, what the? Huh?
Oh, you're that girl from the TV in my house.
Yes, I am. You startled us.
Oh, I know this lady. She was in season 2. I didn't know she was in this season. I thought she was a new character invented for season 2 randomly.
Something tells me you forgot a lot about season 1 before you watched the second one.
It's been a while. I kind of blocked most of it out because trauma. Not trauma.
Okay.
Because extreme disdain in this show stresses me out sometimes. I get really stressed out by some of this show. Like, why is this a thing? Why is this happening? This is so dumb.
Yeah, I guess because the broadcast is being.
So I guess is this our first novel character then? Considering
she's completely original to the show for what I know. Like, I don't think she's in the server videos.
Oh well, there you go. We've got our first, original character debut of alternates. That's pretty cool.
In season 2, there was a character introduced who played like a vampire randomly in one of the Aphmau videos. His name is Bruce, but he played a random vampire character once, and he never played anything else. And then he just appears in alternates as pretty much a new, unique character. He's the
sure, but what I'm saying is right now this is our first because you made it sound like they had all old characters until we got to season 2. So the fact we got one now, we're starting to blend, we're starting to mix. I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna do that Levi drink. Welcome new character whose name I don't know yet, but Rachel being the original debut. There we go.
Changed somehow.
Well, that's no block-a-doodle surprise. There's alternates everywhere.
Oh, so you're Ned Flanders, okay.
Sorry, you're kind of getting a little close.
And you're kinda in my house.
I mean, she does have a point.
When you put it that way.
She does have a point there. And also, Travis, remember, this house is abandoned. He looked into a single room, and he said it was abandoned. Is this how you get squatter rights and get the right to squat in a place? You go into a house, you look to the left, no one's here. I live here now. Is that how you get it?
Yeah.
Is that how I can claim my?
What the?
Not this nonsense again. Always talking about that safe town. There's no such thing.
Wait, a safe town?
Oh, those ads. They'll say anything these days.
Yeah, but meanwhile, your broadcast on the TV I find to be completely genuine. Consistency.
Oh, where are my manners? You must all be hungry.
Actually, I think we're good for right now.
Nonsense.
All three of their stomachs growl at once.
I insist.
I was joking. I didn't actually know if she was going to say I insist.
Okay, all right.
You simply must stay for dinner.
I have a bad feeling about this.
You're gonna be
Alright,
dinner.
let's-
She takes out a knife and fork.
That was the implication, yes.
Wait, how'd she close the door with the force? Girl,
the plot twist, she actually defeated Lucinda and usurped her position as witch of the server.
Actually, witch of the server is technically Kim. She does potions and stuff.
Oh. Well, she's dead too, so,
I worked so hard to
Oh yeah,
catch
no,
dinner.
Kim got cut in half.
What's on the menu?
I'll
You.
show you.
Okay. Come on. Oh, what the?
I do like how Zane is relaxed now.
What are we looking at?
Wait.
Is this a collection
Y'all never seen Slender Man before?
of things? Wait, what is this? Wait, are you eating alternates?
I caught that silly little one poking around my house.
How do you know it's dead? That's my question.
Kind of like you.
Casey, no, that's not Casey.
Yeah, that's
Casey.
obviously not Casey. Her hair is
Casey's
completely
dead.
different. Her
Yeah.
hair
Casey's dead, isn't she?
Not
It
what?
looks a bit more like me, honestly.
I don't know. I mean, no, but even Fred's hair is more pink as well. That's more red. That's like red.
Yeah, what I meant was it's a bit of a darker pink than Casey's normally is.
Yeah.
You're acting awful silly. Like an alternate.
Same.
He kind of is.
Snap out of it.
Anyway.
Come on. That's not
I did say I thought he could be.
Casey, okay? Ma'am? We're feeling really tense right now.
Did look how Aphmau like went in front of the gun.
Yeah, Aphmau's trying to get herself shot. She knows she has that plot armor, so she's like, "Hey, you can't shoot me. I'm main protagonist."
She's fully healed from the time she broke her legs when jumping from the TV studio. So honestly, she can bounce back from this.
Can we please get out of here and this will all be over?
And Miss Dinner?
I'm not into
No.
borderline
I can't let you do
capitalism. Borderline cannibalism. I'm not into borderline cannibalism. I mean, they're kind of shapeshifting to be us, and they're kind of human meat adjacent. So I'd rather not. I feel like
Yeah,
that'd
it's
be
a very
little
good
bit gross.
question. Yeah, I imagine they probably would actually taste like flesh, considering that's what they're emulating.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's not technically cannibalism, but it's close enough to cannibalism. Yeah.
It would feel like cannibalism and taste like it too.
Yeah,
Go on. Open it.
Hang on.
Okay.
Why does it look like that?
What? It's just
Honestly, it looks more, refined and, more put together than the other alternate Aphmau.
a little curious. Just wants to watch what you're up to.
Well, what do we do?
I'm
Honestly,
not-
that thing's probably the next meal. It's just like, the alternate feels a little bit curious, observing the humans and their bizarre behaviors. But suddenly, unfortunately, little does it know, that as it makes its way inside the house, a poacher is nearby. Thus is the circle of life.
Oh, I'll tell you what you do. You sit down and eat.
There are no chairs. There are no chairs.
Gone insane!
Down.
Oh, that damage sound effect. It feels like he just smacked her head into the wall and she took damage.
Put me down right now.
She can't even aim the gun. This is where Minecraft physics come into it.
Casey! I gotta say, Casey!
Why'd you do that?
I mean,
We're
she
still
was
not
threatening to
sorry
kill
for
us. She was threatening to kill us, so I mean, I don't know. She kind of had it coming.
I mean, she pointed a gun at Zane because Zane attacked her first. But yeah,
Yeah, but then she also pointed a gun. She also did point a gun at them to also convince them to commit consuming an alternate.
commit consume.
No, we gotta stick together. Come on.
And once again, the alternate does not move.
Yeah,
Because of course
okay!
it doesn't.
Zane, stop running. Stop, Zane. Are you okay? What's going on?
Well, isn't it obvious?
Path. Is it correct path or psychopath?
Saved us from a woman who was clearly insane! I mean, eating alternates? Come
She
on!
clearly
Yeah,
was
she's
insane.
Oh, stop. I understand what he means, but look, that woman said something about a
Okay,
safe town.
okay,
Let's keep
is
moving.
Zane insane? Yes. But that woman was also equally insane, Travis. What is that comment even about? It's like, oh yeah, clearly she's the insane one. She was also insane. Zane may be crazy, but so was she. They're both crazy, and that's a problem.
I do wonder at some point as the apocalypse progresses, you would think that they would have to find some sort of like other food source. Then again, this does appear to be a cornfield, so that's probably moot at this point. But anyway,
Okay?
Yeah.
Before that thing catches up to us.
And also, I will
Yeah,
say
this
right
guy's-
now, Travis is kind of leaning in, or at least slightly veering into a little bit of the Kim shenanigans that we had in the first two episodes, with a tad bit of irritatingness on there. It's not that bad yet, but I will say if he continues to be if he keeps doing it, he may become like Kim.
it is
know.
more in keeping with like his perception of Zane elsewhere, and also given what Zane has descended into, so that we won't get the same. Even if he does end up going that direction, we won't get the same dynamic because that ship has sailed.
Total
Yeah.
maze.
I know, we just need to be quiet, okay?
Not a problem.
Zane, stop!
Okay, are we sure that's a good idea?
Well, I
Okay,
mean,
another thing about this, in the 2005 War of the Worlds movie, there's like a scene where one of the characters realizes that the roots that are around are actually made of human blood, and he just starts going like, not my blood, and trying to like, very loudly carving like a hole to try to escape. He has to actually he has to actually be killed by the main character's name I've forgotten, in order to like, make sure that they're still quiet as the aliens that discover them. They found the next scene, so it was kind of pointless, but anyway.
Clearly a trap.
Zane, I get what you're going through, but...
The sooner we get through the corn, the sooner we get out of here.
Yep, it is a cornfield.
Sure
Alright, we're entering Stephen King territory,
this is
everyone.
the right way?
I mean,
Look out for Isaac. He's the giver and receiver of his laws.
I mean, I don't
know,
really
but-
see a problem with breaking through the corn. I mean, technically, you just run through the corn. You don't even have to break the corn. You just run through the corn. It's
That's
like,
true. That would still make noise, but maybe slightly less
You may
noise.
be onto something.
But like, also,
Zay just wants to use his trusty axe.
Yes.
Um,
Right behind you.
Alright, just be quiet.
Through here.
Zane, a little more
Alright.
quiet, please.
Yes.
I suggest not stopping. This is scary, but what's also scary is, again, as somebody who has experience with leaving a member of your party alone and having them go crazy in your absence, yeah, you might want to catch up to Zane a bit more than this.
oh god, don't leave Zane alone. He'll do something awful.
Zane, you're making too much
Yeah, he's not as bad as Scooby in this case. Scooby set fire to the corn by now, but yeah.
noise.
or just eating it all.
Zane, you really need to calm
What?
down.
What is it? I mean, the
What?
You need to
scarecrow.
calm down.
Why are we
You're
staring?
being
No,
too
Just
loud.
next to it.
Why are
See
we
the
just
other
staring
things?
at them? Why are we staring at them? Yes, there's scary alternates there. We should move instead of staring at them in front of them. You
Yeah,
see,
move because they're not going to.
if this
well,
is
don't worry.
like this is what I hate in a
What?
horror series like this, or a series that's meant to be horror themed. If your threat is really scary, you shouldn't be able to stand in front of it and just be like, "Hi, hi," you know. If your threat is actually dangerous, you shouldn't be able to do that. Just realistically, that's not how threats work in shows like. Okay, so I'm going to compare this to a game that came out recently, Silent Hill F. So in that game, there's this like infinite corn maze, whatever, you know, right? And basically, you got to go up to each scarecrow essentially, and basically find the one that doesn't fit or doesn't look scary, doesn't fit a pattern, right? But if you do wrong, you know what happens? A scarecrow or scarecrow or two attacks you if you pick the wrong scarecrow. Like, that situation could actually be kind of scary because you have a bunch of different scary scarecrows staring around you. I gotta pick one that may or may not attack you. That could build tension. Right? This doesn't build tension because you're just not moving. Like, you just walk away from them. I don't think they're weeping angels either. And weeping angels are also
probably not.
Weeping angels are also a scary. Actually, you know, I'm just saying, weeping angels are actually more scary than like stuff that kind of emulates what a weeping angel does. You know, like the stuff that only moves when you're looking at it. Because weeping angels, actually, in the context of Doctor Who, are actually technically scarier because they send you back in time. So you end up dying in the present. Basically, they send you like back, like, I don't know, 40, 50 years. So you get to live out your life in the past. And then you get to the present day where you end up dying. Which, honestly, that's kind of a scarier concept when you think about it. Because they literally, in an instant, they can pretty much kill you, quote unquote. But you're stuck living in the past. Away from everyone you know and love for the rest of your life.
You know something. That actually, weirdly enough, is something that happened in an episode of Ant Farm.
Oh, cool.
They introduced time travel in season 3 for one episode, and how they deal with it is that they send China back with the inventor of the time machine who came forward anyway. Because the deal of trying to fix the time machine in the first place was was for her to become his date to the prom, and you know, she does that, but they can't destroy the time machine in that time, so she has to like wait and then come back again. I think she has to, and then there's also like another thing to temporal fix she had to do, so you had to go back again. So it just ends up, so she just ends up being like 60 years old or something. It's like, oh yes, good thing there are no loose ends here. The timeline's all fixed. Then the other 60-year-old China comes in, and yeah, they kind of just dismiss that for the most part. But yeah, there is a version of China, the original version of China from Ant Farm, lived out her life in the 80s twice. And it's never acknowledged again.
Oh,
God,
okay.
that for me especially is a very horrifying concept. Although I would argue it's scarier for me because I cannot survive in the past. They would kill me. That wouldn't be fun for me. I cannot be sent to the past. No. That would go horribly wrong for me immediately.
Also depends on how far in the past you go.
I mean, normally if they're sending out your natural lifespan, they would be ending up sending me like 60 years, potentially.
Oh, is that how Weeping Angels work? Is all of your life? Oh, okay.
Your natural lifespan. So it would be sending me back like 60-ish years potentially. So it wouldn't. It'd be. That's quite a long time.
Thing made of.
I don't know. We just need to keep moving, okay? All of us.
Okay.
Run through the car.
Oh, they're getting
Okay.
different.
I hate it.
Inanimate objects can even be alternates too.
Wait, which way?
Come on, just
Yeah, not that way. Go this way. Come on.
move this way.
Okay, this is where the axe would be a good thing to apply.
Go on, go.
Because they're expecting you to like go across the path like they're doing right now, but they wouldn't be expecting you to just barge through the actual corn itself, or would they? Are there some of them that are alternate corn?
Not seeing any. Huh? Wait, subway. Wait, there was a subway.
You're just another girl on the subway. She got away.
They mentioned subways earlier.
She got away.
Yeah, and then proceed to sing the same thing for like 2 minutes.
She got away. She got away.
I don't know. Let's just.
Anyways.
Okay. It's moving. It's moving. Go, Zane! Zane, watch out! There's a big scarecrow.
Well, I think I found the exit. Come on!
Yeah, we gotta go forward.
Oh, wait, what is that? Oh no, Zane!
Was that another shadow? Oh, okay. I thought that tree was also just an even larger scarecrow that was just silhouetted in the shadow for a bit. It's like, oh wait, no, never mind.
What?
No, come back! Stay back! Zane!
Oh, Destiny.
Ah, that's why we didn't have. Okay.
Aphmau, run!
Oh, wait!
He would
why
not
is
still be screaming.
He got ripped in half. What do you mean?
Yeah. By the way, you know what would have been an amazing callback if that was just Diana's face. You know why? Because in the Dungeons and Dragons thing, where they just went where Gareth just decided like the monster shows its face and it's Zane's mom. Even before we meet up with Gareth, his influence would have persisted. Anyway. Continued to roar on the screen while Zane's vocal cords persisted through the further than his actual lifespan.
Aphmau, we need to go now.
No!
Come on, go.
Oh, now we run through the corn.
Yeah.
Now we
Speaking
run
of
through the corn. Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
after the person who was doing that already, yeah, had done so. By the way, now think about them supposed to be of Weeping Angels. If they sent you back only a few years, that would also be like terrifying because then you realize like how little time you have left, even if you do get rescued.
Hi.
Yeah, the problem with Weeping Angels though is you can't really rescue people from their grasp for the most part because quantum folding and time manipulation there. Most people who get touched by Weeping Angels don't really get saved. The only people who've actually survived being touched by Weeping Angel is Martha and the Doctor.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't the main character of the show a time traveler? That kind of feels like
yeah,
you know,
but the only reason they survived was because they had Sally send the TARDIS back when they got sent. You know, so that's the only reason they survived. Like, but everyone else died. The security guard died that episode. her best friend who was in the house for her died. A lot of people died.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that's just another like outside of that thing, you know, if you don't get sent back very far at all,
Yeah.
it means that you weren't going to live much longer. So even if you do get rescued like those people, you realize that you might want to get yourself a couple of hospital checkups.
Okay. I don't know. But we gotta go on. Come on.
It also means that you can calculate the exact time frame anyway, because if you know what calendar year it is, you also there's several other things actually.
Oh no!
Right.
We gotta get moving.
I don't know. Huh?
Travis!
Why are we following these signs? Why are we following these signs? They're clearly evil. They're clearly evil. Jeez, stop following them.
Yeah, I could see like a regular corn maze having signs like this, so people don't actually just get lost in here for hours. But yeah, beyond that, the way they're put together.
We need to be quiet, please. We can't be making too much noise. This way.
We better hurry, because she is definitely coming back.
I know,
Oh,
just
God, she's noticed us. Come on, come on!
go. This way.
Go, 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 go!
I felt like it was like a dented thing, so Aphmau knew where to like the crew.
Go on.
I think so, but not for long. We need to keep
Yeah.
moving, okay? Zane! Oh my gosh!
It's okay, Af. There isn't much we could do, but
He lasted a total of like 10 minutes on screen after we rescued him. What was the point?
it's okay.
I mean, I think the
Right.
acting
He wants
here
to
is
keep going.
pretty decent
We're
for
together at least,
Aphmau. I like that.
Yeah, I commented that last episode as well, but it does, you're right, it does continue here.
You're not alone.
I know.
Buddy.
Just keep moving.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh, that would have been great if he
what's-
said not alone, buddy. Yeah.
Underground
Wow.
station underneath a cornfield.
Come on,
Just
Patrick
keep
Seymour.
Why is there a grand central station under a corn maze? What is this map generation? This is weird.
I think this is that looking at where they look at these plants here. I forget what they're called, but they're like the new caves in the 1.13 update. Not the 1.14 update. Yeah, I don't remember what they were called, but there's some like type of cave nowadays that like has actual stuff. And it's like, how does stuff grow down here, or does it and then generate its own light sources? And you know, so I guess life finds a way.
These subway tunnels, they might be our only way out. We have to keep moving though. There must be an exit somewhere.
According to Aaron, they are the only way out, but beyond that, you know, Howie knows that, and more than not
Oh,
really.
that's so generous. That's so nice. Ugh.
What
Now where
is
do we go?
Be careful of alternates. Check
Wait,
all
this-
bags for signs of teeth, eyes, or other weird features. Be careful of alternates.
Travis, you've got teeth and eyes.
The announcements are alternates? What?
I guess. We
Wait,
can't
so
go that way,
this whole place, despite being overgrown and abandoned, presumably for many decades, based off how it looks visually right now, somehow has a working PA system. Okay.
I think that's
And-
why Aphmau suspects that these might be alternates. If we
And-
hear
and
Casey
working-
say Aphmau's
and-
name again, we'll know.
And working cameras. I saw a working security camera in the corner of the screen. So, you know, this world just has security cameras where there probably wouldn't be security cameras, or at least working ones. Maybe dead ones.
Yeah.
Or old
You
outdated
think
ones.
that there would also be like some form of light that wasn't just the plants, unless they relied on these back in the day as well.
We gotta keep looking.
Okay, yeah. Let's take a look and... Wait. What the... Travis, look! There's a camera room! Let's go check the different stations!
Good idea.
Come on! What
Nice
the...
camera setup.
Okay. Let's see, where could we go?
The computers are appropriately old this time. Now I don't mind so much the whole analog thing, because if this is abandoned for years, then yeah, they would have updated their technology, so it would look like
security
this.
cameras at least visually look modern. Obviously, the camera.
They also probably wouldn't still be operational, but yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you gotta go back into the Mandela catalog inspiration again.
There's more alternate things here.
More alternates.
We're here.
So this in the same writing as the corn maze, so You know, you done goofed.
Wait, do you think it's from Aaron and the others?
Yeah,
Seems
totally,
suspicious.
definitely. It's
Maybe-
not suspicious at all. Wow,
Well, I mean,
Aphmau is so smart in the show. Oh my god, she's so intelligent.
Mm-hmm. That does raise a question, how would Aaron leave a sign, actually? Or was this all Gareth's idea?
They're here. All right, that's all the cameras.
I guess we keep moving then.
Yeah, come on. Was that your stomach? You okay?
Hey, we didn't end up having dinner in the end, that's,
Yeah, I guess I forgot to eat between Caitlin dying and us running for our lives.
Well, I mean, there was no time for you to eat aside from the dinner
Here,
thing.
I got this.
Thanks. Wait, these aren't corn chips, are
What? No, I don't think so. Not like from the cornfield.
they? Yeah, I'll be happy if I never have to see another ear of corn in my life.
Tell me about it. Things haven't been easy.
Hey, back at the bridge. Sorry, I wasn't really thinking,
No, you were not. Subaquatic animals are not normally attracted to static, I believe.
Oh, it's okay. It's not easy losing someone. I know. Kim, Caitlin, and Zane, they were all right there in front of us. And then they were just gone.
You know what? I hate these stupid alternates. I hate.
That's a fair point, by the way. All the deaths happen in front of Aphmau. That's gonna leave an impression after a long time.
this.
I know. It's okay. We're gonna make it through this, alright?
Yeah, but how do you know?
Because we're making a good team, okay? We've made it this far, and we can't give up. We have to get through this, alright?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Come on, let's go.
What was that? Maybe it was one of those alternates on the camera.
Hello?
Be
Hello?
on your lookout. Wait.
Wait,
Huh?
Aaron? Aaron! Aaron, you're okay!
Oh, Aphmau! Oh, thank goodness you're right.
What are you doing over there? What the?
Check if it's a
Cut
trap
off my
first.
group. I'm trying to find them.
No.
That's rough, buddy.
Okay, let me.
That's
Oh.
rough, buddy. Right.
No, speaking of Avatar references, but also Aaron's cut off from his group. He said he was with other people, and they're not around here. What does that tell you?
Try this real quick.
That Andy and I forget Obvious VA were unable to be filming right now, and they want.
Oh, okay. Well, I meant in universe. It tells you that he could be an alternate.
I know, but I'm pretty sure they just wanted either smaller groups because that's probably why they killed off Zane. I wouldn't be surprised if that's why they killed off Zane in the previous scene. They're like, no, we want to kill off Zane because Castanet can't film for much longer, and also we should have Jason around because Jason, yes.
Well, that's been their method up until now. Keep a cast of 3 at all times. Well, not at all times because Pierce, made it 4 for a brief moment before he, that he didn't last long after that. So yeah,
he lost his head.
yeah, it's almost kind of a bit of a thing that they did in Percy Jackson, where most of the quest groups were comprised of 3 people. And they said that was because that was a lucky number with a higher chance of survival. And then of course the first time that they had to use an actual they had a quest of 5, 2 of them died. So that was
I don't know. I kind of like the number 4. I think a group of 4 is pretty nice.
well, I think the point was more so there was like something tied to like Greek myth and like specifically having quest numbers of 3. Although with the myths that I've read, most of the time they're solo endeavors, so I don't really know if that applies or not. But
or you
yeah.
have a case like the Odyssey or something where you have like a whole crew of people. So
and
Which
one
way-
survived, so maybe that would have also kind of tracked. But yeah, who knows? I think out of universe, probably a thing that Rick Riordan did to make sure that the cast didn't didn't get too big too quickly. Aside from Heroes of Olympus, where they actually did where they did have 7 of them specifically, and they were around for the whole series.
Use! The bars aren't budging! First we're chased by that insane.
I guess she decided to like hit the bars above where Aaron would be able to crawl out of.
Not me, and then this!
What? Not you.
Wait, what do you mean? Some kind of alternate or?
Yes,
Yeah, it killed Zane.
it did. And it can fly now, too. None of us are safe.
They fly now. They fly
Remember
now.
what I told you?
Star
Yes,
Wars
but we need
reference.
to use the tunnels to get out of here.
Oh, good. Maybe the others got out too then.
What's that?
Oh, that thing must be close. Aphmau, you should go.
Aaron, no, I can't leave you.
You
What?
have to. Look, there's no time. I'll be fine. I promise. Just meet me at the Phoenix Bluff station, all right?
All right, just be careful, okay?
Yeah, you too.
Right. Come on, Travis. The sooner we can find a way out of here, the better. Let's go. Come on.
Oh wait.
Let's see here.
Could we
Yes.
just wait on Aaron, or can we not make it above this hill?
Looks like it leads to the platform. And...
Hopefully not the
No.
one with all those alternates around.
Yeah, I'll go
Right.
first.
Yeah, whoa.
Okay.
Careful.
It looks clear.
Good. All right.
So where do we go now?
Unless all the mushrooms are the alternates now.
Let's see.
They keep multiplying.
Oh my
maybe
god,
follow Travis.
the toads
Let's do
are actually alternates. That's why they're all the same.
I can't do the toad voice too loud. It's late,
Yeah.
but oh well.
Station, right?
Yeah, good idea. Let me just jump down here and... Do you see anything over there too? Seems
Look,
safe
look
to
out,
cross.
Travis!
Okay, that would have absolutely killed him.
Yeah, at least the trains are still running, but...
Sort
even
of?
better.
I think so.
Okay,
Come on, this way.
how do I word this? Something like that should universally kill the person it runs over. Let's just say
Yes.
that, and let's just say this universe has the character eventually survive being run over by a train. Don't ask me how. They just do. And I'm like,
No,
why?
it's just, I mean, we know Travis to be like, a born survivor anyway.
Oh,
Whether or not that's his demon heritage or not, he's been he was.
It's not Travis I'm referencing now, but something happens.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say he was blown up by from his house and sent halfway across the world and formed a crater and rightfully thought he was dead. Then fell from a building minutes later and made a full recovery. So I guess if there's anyone who could survive being hit by a train lightly, it's Travis.
Also, why?
And
is
he's
the
also,
tra-
by the way, fade jeans.
Also, question: why is the train even working? Have they seen how poorly maintained this whole subway tunnel is? There are
sometimes
there are plants growing on the tracks. This is
Okay.
not a.
Okay, so I know that there are sometimes subway stations that are not in commission or they weren't fully built or whatever. This actually happened on the Spanish Metro, by the way. Same idea. There are a couple of ones that they just that never get stopped at, but the railway line still runs through them because they're not at the end of either line. So sometimes you do get trains going past abandoned stations, but just not stopping. The other possibility, I once again offer the option of alternate trains.
That would be
Is that the
cool. I
train?
don't think that's what they're going for. I wish.
It's probably the first one then. That train was small in proportion to the tunnel. Well, it probably wasn't built for this tunnel because the tunnel was was built long before. Yeah.
But also, then I would ask the question: how come trains are still running? Aren't we in the apocalypse where we have had a whole societal collapse?
Well, if Aaron's so convinced that the subways are the only way out, then, assuming again that was the real Aaron after all, they did check to make sure it was him that time. Unlike the last time we saw him when Aphmau didn't do any questions or anything. But yeah, in the case, so actual Aaron did speculate about that, about how this was the only way out. So I assume that must mean either the trains are still working to some degree, possibly automatically, depending on how advanced they are, or just the tunnels themselves were the only escape. But I feel like it's probably the former, just because you could easily corner yourself in a tunnel where you can't see what's going on and get chomped.
Crash, keep an eye out behind us.
Yeah, let's go. Be
And that's
careful.
what they're about to do. Never mind.
Alright, wait. What
Whoa,
the?
what do you think happened here?
I'm not sure. What could have caused something like this?
I don't see anyone. Do you think anyone could even beat?
That's a good point. Is there even enough space for a train to fall on that side?
I don't think so. I think the tunnel is too small for
We
that.
have to find a way around this. This is
All
weird.
right, let's just.
We must find a way around this. Proceeds to squeeze around it with relative ease.
Bye.
Wait, what the? Wait,
What?
this.
Oh. Yeah.
Ah, so there might have been an explosion that caused a tunnel to just a train to flip because it's going the other direction. Which now that I think about it, there should be 2 rail lines, right? Why is there only one? The train's going to be going one direction. No wonder an accident like this happened.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know. We have to find another way around.
I swear, but this tunnel's a dead end.
Is that that one Kolyoko episode where they have the train crash?
Wonderful. Travis! What was that?
And we get you, and we get you. Ah, that makes them pass out, unlike the other times they fell.
Travis, are you okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Wait, it's not here anymore. But where?
Okay,
are
why did it leave
You're not
you?
where you were anymore.
Looks like we landed.
Yeah, but you only
Everything
fell
else?
down a level. You didn't fall down that far. Why'd the thing just leave you?
It looks like a relatively high ceiling, but other than that, I don't know.
They didn't. I don't know. I mean, the thing could
Oh,
fly.
good use of oxidized copper there.
And I'm
Stop.
stepping in another one of those.
Okay, let's get moving. Come on.
Yeah, but how? All these pipes look the exact same.
Mm,
We'll just do a Mario and go da 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 da.
This is the parkour episode, after all, so that would make
there must
sense.
be an exit, right? Hopefully.
Yeah.
Just go in the human-sized pipe.
There's light coming from the end of
Yeah, more
this
Mario.
one. Come on.
All right.
Let's see. Nope. Nothing. The light means nothing.
All right. Let's see.
Let's.
How about
Then we
this
go
one
in the
over here?
darkest pipe. That way we'll be
I'll
fine.
check it out. Wait here.
Travis, please be careful.
You just hear Travis
yeah,
scream.
dead
like,
end.
"Ah!"
Just a weird rubber duck thing in here.
A weird what? Wait. I don't want to
Ah.
question that.
He hasn't
Let's
seen the duck
Keep
before,
going. Come on.
Okay.
but Af has.
All right.
Yeah, duck, duck, goose.
Let's see. Ooh, that thing. No, get
No,
shoot!
I got it.
Ah!
Okay.
I'm stuck.
It's okay. I got it. I'll just distract them.
Okay, just be careful.
All right,
You're not really
hold on.
distracting them. You're just hitting them.
Are
with
you
your
okay?
stick.
I'll distract them by doing what I was already doing.
I'm okay.
All right. Got it. Got it.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right.
We really should have looted Zayden's corpse and stole his axe.
All right. That one's not a go.
I think the alternate was still right in front of them.
I
I mean, we know that they we know that they freeze after they do one any given action.
You know,
I'm not sure how much they
hard
want to risk it.
How hard would it be an alternate just go on a mass murder spree? I mean, we already know they are strong enough to pull someone's head off their neck immediately. All I'm saying is an alternate just has to like pull someone's head off, and then all he has to do is just like then run at someone, punch a hole in their chest, and then throw their corpse into everyone else, and then I don't know, then jump on them and stomp on their bodies. Then
I don't know.
murdered four
Remember,
people.
they spend most of their time. They spend most of their time standing completely still. So I still think that they have just limited reserves of energy, especially given that there are so many of them. They can't like feed on anything right now,
I don't know. I
which is
feel
why
like
they only kill one at a time. And
I
the
feel
more
like
power
that's-
that they exert, the more like a small form they have to take, or like the more
I feel like
backseat
that's
they
the-
have
but
to
that- but even if
adopt.
that- even
With
if
exception
that
of
was-
alternate Aphmau, it seems to be just.
Even if that was true, though, that still makes them less scary. That means they can only, at best, all you have to do is sacrifice a single person. You're fine. That would not make them very scary, though. I mean, I guess it'd be
yes.
sca-
Sacrifice a single person, a thing that these characters are absolutely going to do. Except Kim. She did suggest that at one point, I think. But
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
aside from her, I don't think anyone else would do that, so that's not an option, not a viable solution for
all
them.
I'm saying though is like it makes them less dangerous because because at the moment they kill someone, they're just gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna go, I don't know, go to like North Dakota or something. I'm gonna go over here now. I did what I needed to do. Bye. That makes them less scary because that means at most they get one kill versus saying like a zombie apocalypse, where like, I don't know, you're locked in, maybe a party's locked in a room with a zombie chasing them. The zombie could kill everyone, hypothetically. and leave no one to chance.
I mean, you're right that it makes them less dangerous. It would explain a lot of their behavior, but yeah, it would be less dangerous. But you know, they still their threat is just their sheer numbers and how well they can hide, rather than
They're not hiding
exclusively
very
their
good.
destructive power. Whereas zombies are slow rotting corpses with broken bones that can easily be taken down if you know what you're doing.
I don't know. I mean, I just think the idea of them being able to kill multiple people in one setting would be way more scary. I mean, honestly,
If they had the instincts to work together, like the ones that did the dolls presumably did, then you know you would have to worry significantly more. As it stands, that was actually kind of like the idea behind Mob Slayer. I can say that much. Because the plan I had was that, you know, the mobs were getting smarter because someone was teaching them, basically. So, you know, whereas beforehand it was, you know, there's still casualties and stuff that happen all the time, but much like, you know, because it's based on like regular Minecraft logic, you can deal with mobs fairly easily because they don't, because as long as you don't have a ton of them in one particular area and know their exact behaviors and patterns. Same thing kind of here, where they behave a lot like mobs that, you know, operate by instinct and don't collaborate in any way, with the exception again of the dolls and even then all their energy was used to, you know, scare the victims, not even just attack them at all. They could have probably just piled on them en masse and done something, but no. So I feel like there's probably, like, again, they're less dangerous that way, but that's probably also because if these weaknesses were patched up, it would be practically impossible to deal with them. Yeah, you know, there'd be something to be able to fight back, or some advantage, you know, as human beings, in order to have a fighting chance, a literal fighting chance in this case.
Oh, maybe this one.
Huh?
Huh.
Oh, seriously?
Oh, wait, I forgot about those things. Yeah, they did attack together, in all fairness. They probably would have been the biggest threat if it weren't for alternate Aphmau fending them off.
Maybe it's a peaceful one.
Yeah, but how did this thing get in there?
Maybe it's friendly!
No, I don't
wait.
think that's
If it
true.
got in, there must be a way out.
There must be.
All right, come on, this way. Ah!
Right
Careful.
behind you.
All right. Just, whoa. What the?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
We just have to be very
Wait.
careful here.
Oh, this takes me back, but not in the fun way.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, to the time that Caitlin died.
Go.
You're doing great, Travis.
I'm gonna say takes me back, even though that happened like an hour ago. Maybe. Oh wait, no, we had a couple of time jumps. It happened within the night.
I hope you know that.
Yeah, you know, 5 hours ago just reminds me that it's so nostalgic.
Yeah. Also, definitely more Minecraft logic here. Oxidized copper floating in the air. We're going by parkour physics now.
For what?
For
You
sure.
Falling down and getting killed?
What? Travis?
No, I'm done being the victim.
Is that your art?
But you're not the victim. Everyone else was the victim. You survived.
Stop.
Yeah.
Until I kill the alternate that took Caitlin from me.
I know.
But that's back in the studio. If you want to do that, you should have stayed there.
Don't lose
Yeah.
ourselves, okay? We need to keep our head
Okay,
about
well,
us.
here's the thing. Zane's dead now, so now we need another character obsessed with getting revenge and saving another person. All I'm saying is that's what we have to do, you know, because we need these archetypes. We need two people bickering, and we also need someone obsessed with saving someone else. That's what we need.
It's like they always say, you either die as Kim or live long enough to see yourself become Zane.
Don't hallucinate,
Oh
You're right.
God.
You're right.
please. Just focus, okay? We will get your revenge, I promise.
Why is this copper cleaner than before? I feel like this is an alternate platform. It's not as oxidized as the rest of them.
Yeah.
Huh?
Let's do it.
Jacob,
Did you-
Oh, that one.
Jacob, whenever you say that stuff, I'm like, wow, Jacob, all this sounds so cool. It sounds so cool, Jacob. Why can't it be as cool as what you're saying? Why can't that be the reality? That makes me so sad. I'm like, oh, what if the train was alternate? Ooh, what if this platform was alternate? Oh, wow, that'd be so cool. Too bad they're not doing that. too bad.
I mean, when you set someone up saying like, oh yes, anything and anyone can be an alternate, that means anything and anyone. So
I wish. I
turned to JoJo Siwa there for a second.
Jacob, I wish, but it's not that cool. You gotta understand, this series is not that cool, unfortunately. I wish it was that cool. That's the problem. It's not. I'm like, wow, that would be cool if that was true. If that would actually happen. The shed could have been an alternate. It wasn't an alternate. This bridge could have been an alternate. It's not an alternate. The train could have been an alternate. That's not an alternate. It would have been cool. Heck, the camera they recorded with could have been an alternate. That could have been a cool twist.
Well, I don't think they're recording with a camera in universe, but
well, the
security cameras in general, that could have been like a thing where they were actually being observed and what was that being transmitted to, you know? That's what database is actually collecting that footage and for who?
All it would have been cool, but no. Unfortunately, we're with the most bare bones potential show that has all these, which has cool ideas. I love the idea of mimics and stuff, but this show is not the kind of show to do mimics well.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly,
or at least it might have set the bar too high with the whole anything and anyone idea.
Yeah,
because that opens it up to so many, you know. Which I think was the original idea. From what I've heard about Mandela Catalog from Ghosty, it does seem like that was the point. You're supposed to question everything around you. Even, you know, the stuff you rely on to survive. It's just that we don't get a lot of that questioning.
Sounds like it's coming from there.
Come on. It sounded like Aaron. He can't be far.
Yeah, right behind you.
Guys! Are you alright? Aaron!
Wait, what?
What is it? What's wrong?
Oh, so he did split up from the party. Well, yeah, of course that was going to happen. Duh.
Oh, what the? What's going on?
Wait, which one of you guys real?
Clearly, I'm the real Aaron.
I mean, the other Aaron's here right now.
Every character in everything ever saying something like, clearly I'm the real blank, is not going to convince someone who's already doubting whether or not you're the real blank. That's why when it happened to Orchid in Occulta, I deliberately didn't say, oh, well, it's obviously me.
Well, clearly I'm the real Orchid. No, I'm the real Orchid.
I'm Dirty Dan. No, I'm Dirty Dan. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you have to convince somebody by not stating the thing they're already questioning.
And Scooby almost killed you, even though it was so obvious that you were the real Orchid. That the web.
Yeah, I thought Scooby. My original
to kill you for some reason. I'm like, why are you trying to?
My original thought behind that was that Scooby would have like the way to detect like Orchid's actual scent, rather than the idea of, oh yes, by the way, the Orchid that doesn't know that you're around, even though you don't know when she was captured or apprehended, and therefore when the change would have happened. No, of course it's the fake one that just showed up now.
Yeah, it was killed with the other one.
I will say, in most versions of this trope, it usually is the second person to show up as the real one. Usually, not always. But, I mean, think about, you know, again, my favorite Koryoko episode, Ghost Channel. The real Jeremy shows up after the fake Jeremy to stop the fake Jeremy from enacting, you know, his plan. And then eventually, of course, it's actually just, you know, human variability and not something pre-programmed that like gives away that's what he's able to do. So again, you know, which would have worked here as well. Something that would be like so intrinsically human, or alternatively, just put them side by side. We know that alternates vary up in height, so maybe this one would be taller than the Michi one. You never know, something like that.
Don't trust him. He's an alternate.
Prove it.
Yeah, tell us something only.
Oh god, you know, I just realized something.
What?
You know what would be also really cool if they did this? What if this was all a setup, and Aaron thinks he's trying to prove himself to his friends, but actually between the three of them that were all waiting here, they were all alternates, and they were just trying to mess with him before they had enough strength to actually like do something about him.
That would be cool.
Aaron would
This
know.
show is not that cool. This show is not that cool. I wish it was. Again, the show could be so cool. It's not that cool though. I'm sad about that.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay. What? Oh.
Oh, okay,
never
fine.
Mind. Never mind. He just gave up.
No!
Why did he just give up? He didn't even
I will-
try to convince them. He just like, okay, I'm done.
I will say in later episodes, because there are a lot of Konoko fake Jeremys, to be honest. He's the one that gets impersonated more often than not. Even when he made his own clone. But when there was a different time, different episode, Double Trouble. Yeah, the one where like, you know, where again real Jeremy calls Odd on the phone, and just goes, look in his eyes. Do you see the symbol of Xana? And of course, yes, there it is. This feels more like that than, you know, the Ghost Channel version.
For real?
Because obviously Ghost Channel was made before that became a thing.
Everyone get back!
I mean, it was so obvious that it was not that. Okay, it was. The alternate didn't even try to play it off. The alternate able to mimic Aaron's voice, but he didn't even try lying. He just went to, I'm going to open my face. I'm going to open my face in front of you guys and leave myself open for attack from Aaron. I'm like, okay. Yeah. This is also, again, stuff like this hurts this show. Why? Because you just made the alternates look not that powerful and idiotic. They're not smart. They're not powerful right now because plot. Because they didn't want to kill off anyone in the scene immediately. That's the only reason why they're being.
Well, if anything, if they had tried to fight back and, you know, did something, then that would have been less immediate than, you know, anyone else dying.
What are you waiting for? Give him the hairspray.
I don't have it. I must have dropped it.
Seriously?
Oh no! But if this version of Garth didn't have the hairspray, the real one does. Oh no! Can you imagine?
Don't have time. Come
But
on, we gotta get out of here.
it just really does suck though, because like I want the villains to be competent, you know, or at least good at attempting to murder people. Even if you just get an injury off and force the characters to run away, that at least is something.
Yeah, I mean, this is why. This is why, you know, like the mobs getting smarter in Mob Slayer was the result of someone teaching them. That someone being the warden, because that was the new thing at the time. You know, before somebody, Shorty, decided that, you know, that was that might have been not viable enough. But yeah, that's the plan. Like some sort of like if they were led by some sort of like other intelligent force, like you said before, the alternate Aphmau's kind of like the leader to some degree.
Yeah.
So yeah, if alternate Aphmau, who clearly has like more power and, you know, more like movability and intelligence comparatively to the other alternates, were able to whip them into shape, that would kind of work, you know, because I mean, even if these creatures are operated by instinct, you at least have like a couple of situations where they're able to, you know, come together, which sort of was kind of what happened at the start of this episode with the whole, you know, saying the names thing and the dolls and such. You know, you could argue that was like part of like the laid out plan potentially by the only intelligent being, but because she's not around, because she was, you know, was smacked before entering here, they haven't been able to do so. And so as a result of that, you know, we're stuck with these creatures operating by instinct and not really being able to think things through because they lack the capacity.
I don't know.
With that kind of situation, you either have to have these characters with an ability to learn something and then apply it afterwards if there's like a laid out strategy, which there clearly isn't in this case, or you need the leader to be around so they can actually have an influence. And neither one is applicable in this particular scene.
I just need the threats in the show to be more threatening. I don't know, because
I know, and I'm saying that the only two ways I can see of that actually working, you know, they haven't set themselves up for. That's why it's lacking what you're asking for.
I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know. I need to believe every character could die at any moment. I need to believe that in a show like this, even if characters like Aphmau have objective plot armor. You know, obviously. You know, even if characters have like certain plot armor, I still need the narrative to pretend like everybody here could genuinely die at any moment. Just even if it's not true, even if that doesn't tend to happen, I still need the narrative to at least pretend that for me. And at least show the enemy to be at least somewhat able to injure people and potentially get them killed at all times, rather than just conveniently when the plot demands it.
There's a ladder. Come on, this way.
Well, it's not poking out. Oh. Gareth, what are you doing?
Whoa! Oh wait, hold on. Rule of threes, Aiden. That's the third person to point out when a ladder's in front of them.
Oh God!
No, keep going. It's the least I can do for dropping the hairspray, right? Oh,
what?
God. I'll be fine, mate. Go.
Wait.
I'll be fine, mate. Did he go like more working class than he normally does?
Come on.
Oh, shoot. Gareth, if you die, I'm gonna kill you, alright?
I guess we gotta raise that death
If
count.
I die from I'm gonna kill you!
Yes, we gotta raise that death count through stupidity. Oh, yeah, no, this is definitely a death scene.
Oh my goodness, wait a second. I mentioned Finnick before from Hunger Games Catching Fire. Well, in Hunger Games Mockingjay, this is how Finnick dies. Although he is dragged down by a bunch of monsters at the same time after letting everyone else escape first because they needed, because they were, under attack directly at the time.
Also,
but hey, close enough.
Also, question, what was Garth's plan there? Okay, so let me get this straight. So the guy was recovering. So Garth thought it was a smart idea if he somewhat stays behind to do what? Stare at it for a second, but then run to the ladder to get murdered? What was his plan? He didn't fight it. He didn't throw something at it. He didn't distract it. What was your plan?
I think I know. His plan was, I'll hold them off. Oh, wait, they're all the way over there. I don't need to. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Never mind, I'm dead because look at my eyes. They're animated.
Yeah.
Well, we only animate.
Yeah, he could easily get chopped now because he stalled too long. Oh, well.
Wow, wait. Oh my god, this marks another stupidity death. No, wait.
Alas, poor Gareth. We knew him.
Zane also marks stupidity death. I just thought about it because Zane did run back when Aphmau told him not to, and the monster was nearby. So.
I mean, given his compromised mental state, I sort of get that. Gareth, on the other hand, just has his normal boob mind, according as Zane would say. My effing legs! Okay, I've heard Jason scream way more at that when someone is in danger.
We need to be careful too. Those things can mimic people, and we just need to be on our toes about that.
Like I say, we need to be careful too, as if like she has knowledge of what just transpired from the other group.
Yeah.
Another subway station.
Well, hey, I guess we're here.
Yeah.
Get it, because it says on the wall, and I thought...
This is the one we saw on the camera. Let's check around.
Okay, look, I get he's trying to be humorous right now. He's using humor as a code mechanism. That's very Travis. I get that.
So an issue with the series at large is, what do these deaths serve? I've got to be honest.
Remember I talked about this last time? Remember that Halloween story that I was that my class did back in the day, and I was like in the group with Adri and another guy, and there's the whole yeah. I remember how I said that like I fought against the idea of like all the characters being like axed off super quickly, because like we had to involve everyone in the class, and there were, I think, like around 20 of us. I went to a very small school, but yeah. There were around 20 of us in the class, so, you had to have 20 characters involved in the story somehow. Already very limiting if you're not used to that kind of thing. So basically, in that school, if you were not me, because I keep writing a bunch of things into everything, and I've always done that. But yeah, in general, it doesn't quite help because you have to like have somebody like everyone involved in some way. Make sure that everyone felt included. And that translated into everyone's stories being about like how people like got killed off one by one or like in a group or whatever might have actually happened. Meanwhile, ours was deliberately didn't feature any deaths. It was Halloween themed, but it was like about like my made up origins of Halloween based on like the villain John Hallow that I made up. And
That's
then
cool.
didn't. I feel like I probably have that somewhere. I want to read it at some point on the channel because it'd be amazing if I did. But anyway, there was a whole thing as well where like we narrated the parts that we wrote down and we said like hi, I'm such and such. I'm the writer in cursive. I'm the writer with separate handwriting. I'm the writer with the big handwriting. To make sure we knew which parts we were all narrating as our characters. So yeah, it was a very fun thing. And my brother also had the same assignment that same year. He made a book called The Book of Terror, which was about a book of terror that didn't want to be a book about terror. And then, honestly, a lot of nonsensical stuff happened. It was akin to like an old gacha video. And he was probably about the same age as people who made old gacha videos.
Oh god.
But eventually the book, is more comfortable in its own skin or its own binding, I guess, after some sort of adventure with the most inconsistent party ever. I honestly prefer like his setup. I like the idea of a sentient book teaming up with Captain Whitebeard and like a bunch of other like random people and like going on like a quest of self-discovery. That to me was like more out there than most of the other stories, because again, it was all about that. And that's why it felt like back in the day, it felt like my class as a whole, including the people in my group, because I was fighting against them to make sure that the only deaths that happened were just ones that they got cheap shot right at the end, as if that, and they said like that's the only way that it was scary. The only way that it was scary was if the characters actually died. So it makes me think that this is trying to do a similar thing that my class at large were trying to do back then, which was, the deaths themselves being the scary factor. Like, the idea that characters are dying is meant to be the horror aspect, not, how close they are. Well, yes, how close they are to dying at all times, but, as you pointed out, that's not super effectively conveyed. But what is conveyed is, they put all the animations on the deaths specifically, so they can make them shocking and make them stand out, because that's their their money shot, so to speak. I think that's the same mentality that my class had back in the day, and that's why all these characters get axed off so quickly. You have an all-star inclusive cast of like a bunch of people, but what can you do with them? Limit the amount of characters on screen at any point so you don't get overwhelmed with the story, and kill off the ones that you want to become scare factors.
But like, okay, so we had a Fallen Angels discussion earlier, but like with character deaths and Fallen Angels, writing wise, I at least set up their death or like give some narrative reason of why the death is occurring and tied into something. Key, for example, was her massive drive to kill Zach at all costs because she felt personally burned by him. Who else? Sean's death, twofold. A, have like mind control Diogenes do something awful, to one of his friends, and B, have Sean also die trying to bring back his friend at Adam being like, yo, maybe you should try to convince your friend to not be mind controlled. I'm sure that'll work out fine.
Have you tried not being mind controlled?
Yeah, but seriously though, but like again, like those two deaths, Luna's death was a major tragedy because she died ultimately saving Adam from dying himself because she wanted to be a hero and she wanted to go to the ball and to be a hero to help her friends. Like I at least tie in some of the deaths to a theme or idea or like I give build up. But some of these deaths, you're like Garb's death, or he just arbitrarily like, I'm gonna wait back here. Actually, I'm not gonna wait back here. I'm gonna go up this ladder. Oh no, I'm being murdered. It's like, or Kim was like, I'm gonna turn around at Michi. Oh no, I've been cut in half. Or Zane. Oh no, there's a bug thing. I am dead. For example, Zane, a perfect way to kill him would have been, what if there's a KC alternate? Right? The KC alternate was like, Zane! He's like, KC, where you at? It's like, oh, KC, I'm so glad you're
Maybe
happy.
the same one that was calling out Aphmau's name in Casey's voice. That would also work.
He goes up to her.
Jabberjays.
She like turns her head completely like an owl. Like, he's like, and then he's like, Casey, and then she, I don't know, backflips or like does a 180 turn with her hands and like cuts him in half or something. I don't know. That would have at least been thematic to what Zane was going through at the time. For example, with him kind of losing his mind, and just being hyper focused on getting Casey back. That would have worked better. Maybe Kim, I don't know, maybe her death was pushing Zane out of the way because she didn't want him to die, even though she said earlier, let's sacrifice Zane. She saw the error of her ways and she was like, oh no, Zane, watch out. I'm dead. And then you have like a tragic death there where she's willing to try to save someone who everyone it seemed like she hated, but she clearly didn't hate, I don't know. That would have been something. Maybe I mean, Pierce's death is fine, I guess. I mean, kind of stupid. I was staring next to an unboarded up window. Maybe have it be framed better and have him not be as stupid, but it's just stuff like that would go a lot further for some of these deaths than just arbitrarily being like, who's on the hit list? Let's see. We have Ivy, Aaron, Aphmau. Well, can't be Aphmau.
I like how back in the day we said that. I like how back in the day, there was that whole meme of like Jess writing
with
the series with a knife. Yeah, with season 6 of My Street, and then meanwhile this one is where that's taken to the most extreme.
Yeah, because at least the deaths in season 6 were tied into the plot and made sense for where the plot was trying to do with the deaths. It made sense.
I haven't seen any of the Alien movies, but my understanding is that the first 2 Alien movies were about survival, which is why they kind of they kind of subverted the idea of a bunch of characters being killed off, because they thrived on the idea like, we want to get to know these people, we want to root for all of them to make it out, and the scare factor is, as you said, that they could die, not that they necessarily do. And then Alien 3 came along and just like axed all of them off except for Ripley. So
that was weird.
So again, so some people understand that idea of the threat of death being the scary thing, because that's ultimately where a lot of our fears come from. It's that things that could kill us. Dangerous animals could kill us. The dark could be hiding something that could kill us. Heights, fatal in high quantities. Like, a lot of this stuff comes from survival instincts, and playing on those survival instincts is where a lot of real fear actually comes in, compared to people that we don't know too well.
Getting axed randomly because
they have no survival instincts and stand still when it happens. Exactly.
This is like Aphmau watched a horror movie and it was like, the characters in the horror movie are really intelligent. I'm sure that's exactly how normal people would react in a situation where a killer with a knife was chasing them. Definitely. That's definitely how they react. I want to write this into my next show.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I mean, again, this show does have potential if it had each of the deaths tied into a theme, or had each of their deaths be the reason why was something tied intrinsically to them. Also, would show how smart the alternates are. For example, the Zane example I gave before there. Again, if they learn to move with a Casey alternate, that would show the alternates are listening to the Zane all the times, hearing him talk about how much he misses Casey and wants to find Casey. So then the alternates, either shapeshift into Casey or get a Casey alternate around Zane to lure him in. That would also show how intelligent some of the alternates are. You know? It would actually show that they're actually paying attention, being like, oh, this would actually be effective on this person to hunt them. Let's do that on them. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Unfortunately, that would have come with planning.
Yeah, but now that I think about it, how do you think Aaron managed to avoid an alternate for so long?
I mean, we did. I mean...
You're right.
Aaron? Where could he be?
Ah, yes. Remember that time that something was shouting your name that you didn't want to, that you knew was a fake thing? Yeah, shout Aaron's name and see if he comes to the same conclusion.
Yeah.
There must be other survivors here.
Too bad there's not a map around here or something. So I would.
And also, I've heard Aphmau scream Aaron's name very famously, much louder than that.
Go down there. Yeah.
Yeah. Not gonna.
All right.
Aaron?
Well, he did say he'd meet us at the Phoenix Bluff station, right?
Yeah, but we just need to find the station, right?
Oh, also, a problem with these maps is I feel like some of these maps, like the subway looks very similar. I'm pretty sure I'm in a completely different part of the map right now, but this subway room looks like one of the previous rooms the characters were in, and I hate that. I feel like the map isn't looking different enough, to differentiate where we're at, because it feels like we're all just in like the same location.
I don't know. In universe, I can kind of understand that. You know, you wouldn't build rooms to be like architecturally super different to each other. They serve the same general purpose.
Yeah, but like from a set standpoint, like a series standpoint, you want each room and each set you go into, or each part of the set, to look different and diverse in its own unique way, or at least have aspects that aren't in the other parts of the set, so you can differentiate where you're at in the set versus everything feeling samey. Because unless we're in a situation like the back rooms where everything feeling samey is kind of the point, unless like something like it's meant to be samey in a creepy way, like the back rooms, I could see that, but I don't think it's meant to be like that. I just think they have very similar architecture when they're building this map. Or they're running around the same set over and over again, just from different angles. That could also be a huge possibility, unfortunately.
Okay. We're going to be having trouble with streaming on Facebook. I don't know if there's something happening to the video, but that might be... On Twitch, we're fine, apparently, so we'll just keep going.
Let's see.
Careful.
Oh, hey, I think I found it.
Wait, you did! Good job, Travis, let's go!
Finally.
Come on, we made it. We just have to be here in...
Phoenix Bluff Station, okay.
Yeah, that's kind of nice.
Here?
Well, I mean, Bluff also is a fake, so kind of feels appropriate.
Fake Venus.
Anyone?
He's making his way here.
Venus.
He's just not here yet.
It's fine. Anyone? We just... Aaron! Huh? Wait! Aaron! Ivy!
Aphmau, look!
Oh my gosh!
Close the door! Aph!
You guys are alive!
Oh, yeah, barely. I'm glad you're alright, though.
Oh, I'm so glad you're both okay!
I wouldn't say that.
Wait, what do you mean? What's going on? Is everything okay?
We lost Gareth.
Wait, no!
When?
Only a few minutes ago. He was trying to buy us time to get out.
What did he do? He was trying to buy time. What was he doing to buy time? He didn't fight the thing. He didn't throw anything. He didn't break the ladder.
Hey, we said he was trying. He didn't say he was succeeding.
We just lost Zane too.
Trying to do to buy time? What? Oh my god. So their idea is Garth's trying to buy time. What did you have the character do? I'm losing my mind. It makes no sense. Guys.
Well, okay, his stated purpose was to buy them time or to fend them off. That was what he said he was going to try and do.
He
didn't succeed, but that was his point.
Try.
So Aaron would report that back. Because Gareth, as As far as I knew, Gareth tried to fend them off. He didn't see what happened. He just saw Gareth emerge a little bit afterwards as well.
On our way here.
This
I don't know what to say.
It's no use. None of us are gonna be safe until those things are all gone.
Look, I'm just glad you're all okay. I saw you behind
What do you mean all okay? He just said they weren't
those
all
bars
okay.
at the station. I began to lose hope that anyone was alive.
Whoa, wait a minute. What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
Aph, this is the first time I've seen you since we've talked
Called it.
on the radio.
What?
I kept trying since then, but I figured the signal's busted.
Oh no, Travis threw it into a crocodile's mouth.
Wait a minute. That's not true. We saw you with our eyes.
That's why you should have checked like you did earlier.
Talked to you.
Whatever it wasn't me.
What? Oh no. Oh no. It must have been that weird mimic alternate.
Yeah.
What do you mean that weird mimic alternate? It could have been
There are
any
multiple-
alternate.
there are
That's
multiple
what they
mimics.
do!
That's
What?
We've been stalked by a weird alternate that can copy people.
You mean it's been following you too?
Yes.
No.
You mean an alternate can copy people? Wow! Who would have thought?
Wait, what? Two?
Oh, those stupid alternates. We need to get out of here now.
Right. On it. This way. Oh!
And she just doesn't learn from her mistakes. She just didn't check if they were the real people either. Another thing that could have happened is maybe that was the real Aaron, and this is the alternate. Like, check people! Ask questions! Do the things! After you deal with this, obviously, then check people.
Leave us alone!
We need to get rid of that thing.
And how are we supposed to do that? With this?
It even flies slowly, jeez.
A lighter! Wait! I have hairspray! Can I have the lighter, please? Give me that!
Yeah. Here you go.
Thank you!
I'm gonna have to keep her
It's not
hair
gonna be
ready in
enough.
apocalypse.
Oh yeah, I guess because Gareth didn't have his hairspray, now they've combined, and now the two groups have got there. Oh, that's actually kind of clever. One group was missing the hairspray, one was missing the lighter, because Aphmau threw the lighter earlier because it stopped working. So now they've come together, they're able to actually do something. That's kind of poetic. Alright, I'll give you that. Honorary Levi drink, because I already drank once.
Hang on!
Ugh.
Oh, watch out!
This thing isn't even landing to attack you.
Watch it!
Wait, maybe I can pin it!
It's kind of reminds me a bit of again, going back to Mario, I suppose, it reminds me of Bugaboom from Mario Galaxy. Because that thing didn't land either, but it also kind of followed a particular path.
Come on, maybe we can trap it under it!
And threw bombs, so it was a bit more dangerous, but yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
everyone split up!
Go! Move! Let's see, draw it under the pillar. Aaron, walkie-talkie now!
I want to hear the Bugaboo music over this. The
Draw to the sound!
Hand it to me.
Alright, fine!
Be careful, please!
Do not beat it
All
to
right,
it
here
again.
we go. Yeah, hey, ugly, over here. Yeah, look at me, look at me.
Here, Monsty, have some more static.
Oh god. This show makes me
He's
want
trying it
to,
again.
to cry. Why is this the thing? Why
At
is
least
this...
the flying creature is more likely to be exposed to static, but I feel like static will just repel most creatures, right? Because they don't know what it is.
Guys, you
Again,
gotta get
fear
working fast.
instincts.
Come on, go.
We're moving! Go!
Alright, I'm going!
Go get it! Come on!
I like how it was partially damaged already, so just going to, oh yeah, let's crumble the structure around us. Rather than use the lighter and the hairspray, we just combined again. We're gonna trap us in.
No. This is the smartest choice, definitely.
Why? I gave credit for the combination of the lighter and hairspray, and they're not using it.
Hey, this way!
Because this show is so
Working on it.
good. I don't know what you're talking
Almost.
about.
Oh, watch out!
Did we get it?
Oh, that was close.
Oh my...
And now the wall's gonna collapse on them.
Irene.
The ceiling, I mean.
Perfect.
Yeah, not
Here,
the wall.
lighter, and...
Hurry, just kill it!
I know you probably could use the lighter at that point.
This, you monster! It's time
Wow, what a great
for me
line.
to end this on my terms. Wait,
Stop making speeches.
Oh no.
Okay, sure, fine, there's another one. Deal with the other one first, and then just continue. Don't stop making speeches.
Another one!
another one, no!
Alright, well, okay, who's got another crowbar? We've got another pillar, let's do this again.
God, you're just gonna cause a cave in. We're all going to die from a cave and not of the monsters at that point.
It can't be.
There's two? As if one wasn't bad enough.
Oh, there's more than one alternate in this alternate invasion where they've already been shown to combine and turn to other people and into these creatures. Again, shock of all shocks.
This show is so
What the
intelligent.
heck is it doing?
They're
It's
mating?
reenacting another Kolyoko scene, the one where Yumi gets crushed by a tree in a snowstorm.
Are they
Oh,
talking?
God.
Oh, no.
They're in the same position. You can very easily spray them both. Please spray them both.
No.
I don't think so.
Do it!
There we go. There we go. Well done. Bravo.
You're on fire! Go!
All right, come on, we can't stay here.
I guess we can. Go.
Keep
She
going,
finally
keep
got
going!
smart.
All right, let's go. Close the door. Come on, everyone in.
Well, open it first.
Get
then
in,
close
get
it.
in!
Wait, what the?
You really think that's gonna stop them?
I don't. Especially not two of them. I didn't realize there were more of them.
The light.
What's with this?
We see the light at the
What
end
do
of
you
the
mean?
tunnel.
Well,
It's all the more
more,
reason to get out of these tunnels.
Great. You can't even see anything.
Yeah, let's just sneak through then. We don't know what's hiding. How long do you think that door's gonna hold?
I don't know. It seems pretty solid. But let's find a way out before they find a way in. This way. Come on.
Yeah, good idea. Okay.
We move careful and quiet, remember?
Oh, wait a second. You know how you said the alternate should be smart? I was about to say, this room seems like it's like covered in some mist, like it might be filled with like vapor or gas or something. If it's filled with gas coming from these tubes, they can't use the fire.
I mean,
Okay.
I don't.
What the? Are you serious?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I thought we killed you.
No,
Or at least injured you. Thought we-
Well, it could be another one, but yeah.
Just run, go to the other tunnel.
This way, come on, go! Wait, this way, come on! Get in!
Go!
Go, 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 go!
Like that's gonna be any better.
Okay. Wait. A ladder.
Oh,
I'm
finally.
gonna
This way,
barricade
come
it.
on.
Come on.
Oh my goodness, they did it 4 times! It's not rule of 4, it's rule of 3s! 3 is the effective number in the comedy.
Let's go!
Alright, I'm behind you guys.
What the? Wait, another station.
Now it feels like the King's Cross scene in Deathly Hallows, where it was like, of course it's happening inside your head, Harry. Why should that mean it isn't real?
Oh my gosh.
One step closer to freedom, please.
All right. Come on.
Also, who puts a ladder like that in the open in the middle of a station where people were supposedly publicly boarding trains?
Well, you see, this
It's
show
not writing
makes so
again.
much sense. I love this show so much. This show,
Like, I give this show a lot of the benefit of the doubt, and a lot of things that bother you don't bother me so much. But I have my limits.
Over here. We're here.
again.
Yeah,
So what does
same
that
thing I said before.
mean? Is it just them messing with us?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
I would-
Oh, no.
Look out!
Oh no, the pillar caved in like it was going to before.
Not again. Come on, let's go.
Oh, these things never stop.
All right.
Come on, be careful.
No, this thing just doesn't quit.
Yeah, well, neither do I.
Or it's a different one.
What now?
Aaron,
Oh no, okay, well there we go. Now, this is how you buy someone time.
Ah!
That other one could come back at any moment.
Aaron, careful.
It's not doing anything.
There's a train's running. Guys, come on, lure onto the tracks, come on.
Oh, I think I see what you were talking about before.
Yes!
Oh, no. I wasn't talking about an alternate. I was talking about a person who survives being hit by a train.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, that works.
For no
Nothing could
reason.
come back from that.
I hope not.
I'm having flashbacks to that one character. I'm like, that's a lie.
I mean, even if it does, if it does survive that, it's going to be going at high speeds away from them, so it's going to take them a long time to get back because they do not fly fast.
There could be another way out.
All right,
Let's go.
come on, let's get out of here now.
I mean, you're on the surface. Well, I was going to say you're on like the actual platform area. Normal train stations would have signs, like actual signs around. Unless the alternates actually were smart and took all the signs away that would point to the exit. So there's something they could have
Up
done.
this way, come on, let's go.
I'm definitely ready to get out of this place.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Hey, Aaron,
But where are you going to go
what were you
next?
called? How did you even end up in this place?
Oh, yeah. Well, we were all at my house, but then an alternate version of my sister attacked us.
You might not want to stop and talk about this. Travis and Ivy are getting away right now.
Terrible. Is your sister okay?
I have no idea. All I do know is I want to get us someplace safe.
Oh,
And
we
that's why you
never
said to meet
find
at the
out.
station.
We
Yeah, it
never
was
find
underground.
out if like she's okay or not, or what happened to actual Melissa. We just never learned.
Well, no, I guess not. Hey, season 2, you never know. They could bring her back like they did with
No,
that,
it doesn't
that
happen
Cookie
in
character.
season 2. I say they never
Don't
brought her
thought it'd be
back
safer,
in
you know?
season 1 or season 2. They never mentioned Melissa again after the season.
Oh, I thought it was still up. I thought season 2 was still airing. Okay.
Yeah,
No, season 2
I was
ended.
stuck on top of the TV station.
They never bring
It's
her
been
up
crazy,
again.
right?
She's just
Yeah,
gone.
tell me about it.
Hey guys.
Ivy?
I don't mind that so much, to be honest, because I mean, you would think the people, if they did have your friends and family and such, and everyone else is dead, there are definitely going to be some other people who did not make it that far and would not be seen on screen.
You're gonna want to take a look at this.
I mean, possibly,
talking
but at the
about?
same time, I don't know. I mean, it would have been nice to at least get some Melissa content in season 2 or in anything, because Melissa's pretty fun. Granted, I don't know how well she would work in this context of the story, but they could maybe try to do something with her. Maybe like bring her like businesswoman-esque kind of attitude, but then maybe use like her like more carefree attitude and like change it into more like a wild side where she's like more brutal with
They
her
could have
attacks.
potentially used her. They could have used their broadcasting expertise to actually get the message out that they did last episode. If they introduced it like a little bit earlier, let's say.
Yeah, just
Wait, we're here. What does this mean?
Yeah.
well,
this is too
he has the same
Same
message
thing it meant last
repeated
time.
over. You know what I mean?
Does Aphmau have selective amnesia in this?
weird.
Yeah,
I think it's about
apparently.
the alternates.
Maybe. I don't think these are written by humans anymore.
Anymore? Were they ever?
There's
She,
more.
she thought, apparently. I mean,
Oh, I don't like this.
Yeah.
Do you think people are running this?
Let's keep
no.
moving.
Here, here,
Aphmau
here.
just said. Aphmau just-
Yeah, humans.
Okay. Travis, Ivy?
Well, they should be right up ahead, right?
Where'd they go? Travis, Ivy! Where
Word.
you?
Okay, well, I don't like that.
Wait, what the? What?
That does
What
track
Where
for
the hell
them.
did we go?
That was quite nice. You would have thought there'd be like sound effects, as the pistons operated. But hey,
Great, nothing. This isn't gonna work.
No. I guess we gotta go through here.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, let's see. Come on, and what the? This is
Oh,
the
we're
top
at
of
the
the
Anne's
station.
workshop.
But where'd Travis and Ivy go?
No idea, but I've got a bad feeling about this.
I can't lose
that is why you shouldn't stop and talk.
Travis. No. What's that noise?
Oh no, not you again! Don't you touch her!
No.
Oh, you're not
How did it get through? Did the wall open and close again?
gonna lay a finger on her!
Aaron, don't! Aaron, don't!
If it's okay, isn't it obvious? He doesn't want you.
Aaron, don't you dare!
It wants me.
Aaron, no!
I mean, it does only want one person at a time. We've established that.
I mean, it clearly wants that not enough to bite her.
Pile driver!
Aphmau?
And for the first time,
What
Aphmau's...
happened? You're
Oh, okay. I guess they were behind her.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we were.
I was about to say for the first time we end an episode with Aphmau truly alone, and then they appeared a second later. So it's like, never mind.
Okay,
Reading the walls in the
here-
hallway,
Here's
and
what
suddenly we
frustrates
turned-
me about Aaron's kidnapping there.
Yeah.
The plot convenience of Travis and Ivy not being there, making kidnapping Aaron easier, which I don't like that creative choice because I feel like it makes it more intimidating if Aaron gets kidnapped, even with Travis and Ivy there, and there's like 4 people total when one person gets kidnapped versus a
I don't know.
2v1.
I don't know if they were smart enough to if the authors had set this up and they've been smart enough to find a way to separate them in order to get them to be more vulnerable and take them away. It would then be in keeping with the limitations of their powers, but also using their ingenuity. So I feel like that would have been the best way. If the problem is like how they got to this point. Travis and Ivy like going off because Aphmau and Aaron were idiots and stopped and decided to stop and talk to
Do
each
small
other
talk.
on the stairs. Yes, that's where this falls apart. The reason we got there. I like the fact they were separated, just not how they were separated. And once again, Aphmau was not going to check to see if these are her actual friends.
Mountain, you were gone.
Aaron was taken. That monster. It took Aaron.
What? No.
He sacrificed himself to save
This would be a good moment to bring back like the classic Aaron scream from Diaries.
me. To save us.
Hey, we've all lost someone. It's why we're here.
Yeah, we're gonna make
What's that thing in the background? Actually, I've been distracted
it
by
through
it.
this.
We're gonna make it through. I know. I'll keep believing. Aaron, just wait. His bat.
Hmm?
I'm not gonna let
Oh,
sacrifice
his
go in
bat
vain.
was. Okay, no, hold on a second. His bat was floating around in the background. Either that was just a Minecraft error, or that shows that his bat's actually alive.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna save him. Will you come with me or not? It's up to you. Keep yourself safe. That's all that matters. I can't.
This is consistent. She did go out of the way to save Zane at the beginning of this episode. I just got out of the way to save Aaron now. How she's going to do that is another question. She's going to hitch a ride in the other alternate and use its wings.
Was anyone else?
Oh, this is an actual bed. Now I'm in a bed. I'm not dead. I wasn't sure I would wake up. Don't know if you remember that. That was VHS Christmas Carol Live.
What the? Where am I?
Aaron,
Huh?
what are you doing here?
What are you doing here? This is interesting. We're here with you, okay. Actually, you know what, Aiden? That would have been a good time for us to meet Lucinda. Because that's how Lucinda was introduced originally anyway, into Diaries.
Yeah.
That'd been I guess a fun parallel. I don't know. Oh well. Close enough. Because I guess they would probably, if this is the method that they use, if they were apprehending people for whatever reason, they might actually, they might actually have some other people around. I don't know. That, and also, I feel like we could have used like a little bit of Foley there from Lizzie, just being like the something like that as she's dragging her.
My
very
leg
much
has been
broken leg.
My leg has been infected by
Yeah.
alternate.
Well, I think it might just have been like broken because like all of she was bleeding internally. That's why it's turned that color. It's essentially rotting as it is still attached to her.
I mean that's possible.
Hmm.
I mean, the Mandela catalog does have to be able to turn people into alternates, so that is a thing.
Oh,
That's a thing in the Mandela catalog.
I was not aware of that. In that case, you're probably onto something. That would also be a reason to keep people alive as well, because if you want to turn people into alternates, then yeah, you would need them to be, you need to make sure they're not ripped in half, because then what are you going to do with them? That being said, it doesn't seem to be like their MO to turn people into alternates, considering that every alternate so far has had murderous intent, but I don't know, maybe they're switching up tactics because they realize that their numbers aren't sustainable and they need actual brain power. I don't know. Something like that. So alright, that was the parkour special, I suppose. Parkour on Subway, if you will. And yeah, there were a couple of through lines here, Lighter and Hairspray as well, and Aphmau's determination to keep saving people that, at the cost of herself, which is very much in line with, with the everyday person becoming the hero. As, to begin with, she was, at the beginning, she took leadership of the group because of how dysfunctional they were to begin with, i.e. Zane and Kim, but they had the means and the know-how of survival otherwise, as did Piers for like that brief point. But as time has gone by, Aphmau has become more of the expert. So I can see a little bit of progression from her. And I can also see a few moments of strategy from the alternates themselves. Not that they Not that you know those are there still are few and far between for sure, but they do exist to some degree. As for the title of the episode, now that I've seen, you know, all the way through the "It Knows Your Name" thing, being only at the beginning, you know, is the same issue as like having like a random middle scene like in Phoenix Drop High Season 2. Yeah, there probably should have been something else that was maybe even just the name "We're Here." Considering how many times that appeared in the episode, "We're Here" would have been a perfect title for this video. Or a perfect alternate title, if you will, to "It Knows Your Name." But yeah, I said I preferred the second episode to the first one. I think this one is probably on like a similar level to the second one, but kind of, you know, it's neither better nor worse, I would think.
This is slightly worse than the second one. I think the second one is slightly better than this. Minus the
I don't know.
opening
The second
two.
one, now that I thought about it through, it feels like it was a very futile effort for what they were trying to achieve, considering that everyone should already know about the alternate's existence.
Yeah,
in
they
this
didn't really
world.
they didn't really hang out at the TV station either, so you can't even get that value of people meeting you at the TV station.
Yeah, nor did they even like attempt to retrieve the actual KC, assuming because they don't know what happened to her. They don't know if an alternate's like still keeping her around. If anything, she could be in that cell as well, for all we know. So yeah, I guess I guess you know in that sense, this episode did end up missing that opportunity to explore that kind of thing, but it also had a more concrete goal of actually escaping, rather than rather than essentially wasting time, you know, telling people something that they already know.
I mean,
so I think it evens out.
The settings, I kind of like the setting-ish. I mean, it's not perfect. I mean, I think the setting could be kind of bland sometimes with the way the map is set up. But the subway being the primary setting, it's a pretty cool setting.
Well, at least like this for the second half of the episode. Again, I can see now why the series was split into into half length, because it did feel like two videos in one yet again.
Also, I do question the existence of the swamp house and the point of that.
I don't question its existence. Its point, I suppose,
its point
is to show that again, another person is surviving, and somebody who's like resorted to something, ultimately, and and whose medicine had declined even further than Zane. Yeah, it is absolutely. Well, I mean, as a vegetarian, of course, I'm going to say it's gross, but I can see why someone in that situation would do that if they didn't live right next to a cornfield.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which unfortunately she did.
Part of me feels like we should have skipped over them walking through the swamp and going to that house and meeting the crazy alternates eating lady. I feel like we should have skipped all that and just skipped straight to them entering the cornfield with Zane being cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And
it would reduce the amount of time the screen time that Zane has, because who had just been rescued and gone straight to the cornfield and died immediately.
I mean, yeah, but like also would probably had at least a little more character development or a little more character focus in the in that house with the cannibal lady, or at least we got to get to know that I call her a cannibal, borderline cannibal, questionable cannibal. It's complicated. It's not really cannibalism, but it's basically cannibalism, but not cannibalism.
Yeah. So again, if they hadn't fused these two ideas together, again, similar issue to the two videos in one thing. If they hadn't fused ideas together, and they could have possibly, I'd say, expanded one of them. The subway one felt like it was the right length it needed to be. I think that one that if there'd been on Sony would have been paced fantastically in comparison. But yeah, a little bit more with the lady, I suppose. Maybe we don't find out immediately about her. Another Avatar comparison, I suppose, the episode The Puppet Master, the one where Hama appears, and she seems to, she appears to be very creepy at the start, but then after time they actually do warm up to her, and then eventually we find out how crazy she actually is, and also why, and obviously that was a full 22-minute episode dedication thing to her, so she was around for a little bit longer, but
don't
Yeah,
know.
there's something else that could have been done. You're right.
This
So I would have cut it out together. I would have expanded it.
This show, especially in my opinion, I still feel like it just really fails at developing these characters, because in my opinion, an apocalyptic scenario like this can give some really good character studies. You get some really good, interesting character studies and how people respond to a crisis of a terrible nature like this. You can really get something interesting and deep. Maybe you could explore how they respond to stuff in the past, and how their past responses inform how they respond to this current crisis in the present. But this show just, for me, doesn't go deep at all. It's very surface level, very on the nose, very just not trying to be anything deeper than it really should be. And that doesn't really change with season 2. It doesn't really become that much deeper. It becomes a little bit deeper, but like not that much deeper. And like that's my biggest complaint with this show, that it's not that deep. And I hate that. It's not that like I want a show like this to be deeper, because if it's not being deep, what am I doing watching it? It's like we're not trying with the characters. I mean, maybe if the story was interesting, but the story isn't even interesting. Characters essentially go to location, and in each location they end up running away from an alternate that either looks like Aphmau or looks like some generic horror monster. Essentially that's what the story ends up being at each location to go to. So even if the story is going to be generic, they could at least have the characters develop in each different scenario and see how each of them are responding. But the show is not interested in doing that, and I hate that, because I want the show to be interested in doing that, because there's so much potential there. And it's frustrating.
Maybe this is actually like one of the times where like maybe the longer running time would have worked if they split up these ideas and expanded on the specific ones. I don't know. Not entirely convinced about that one, to be honest, but hey, it's possible. I think that the prevalent theme of this is that, again, for me, because I'm not pulling out my hair about most of these things. Like, again, every now and then I'll have like when I question stuff, but that was how I felt about My Street. So of course, that's going to happen again. For a couple of points at a time, but by no means does that end up destroying the show overall for me. Just the particular scene it was in. So yeah, for me it's the case, like this is definitely this again, this is definitely not like the best show, but it's not the worst either. It's not the worst, but it could be so much better, and that's what the disappointing factor is. For me at least. It's not like I'm thinking like, oh yeah, no, I wish I were watching anything else right now. It's like, I mean, I can get decently into this, but again, as you pointed out before, given who made it and what they've made in the past, it definitely is. It's definitely a case of, okay, well, there's something else that could have been done here. I've been talking a lot about this in relation to gacha, by the way, in terms of like how voice acting has become the norm in the community, and like how it's something probably could be done to remedy that to some degree, or should be done to remedy that, because the bar of entry being so high, and and it means that not many people can't join. By the way, for anyone watching this in the future, I'm recording this on the same day that I did Walking Wednesday about the gacha voice acting community itself. So that's why that's on my mind. But yeah, it makes me wonder, because like at some degree you can't regress too much, because if you do that, then you just end. We've talked about like people in gacha review that have gone back to their old ways and they've stopped trying, essentially, and how it's so obvious they stopped trying, and how much more disappointing it is that they know how to do certain things but don't, compared to people who are either starting out or haven't like learned these specific abilities. So I think in that sense, yeah, I do get where your hatred of the show comes from. Even if for me, it's more just, mild disappointment in comparison. So yeah, I think that's probably it, to be honest. And hey, we got under 3 hours. Barely. So I suppose, yeah, with that, please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. And subscribe if you haven't done so already. And on that note, until next time, this is
farewell.
our public broadcast saying farewell. But you already knew that.
Caca.